Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning, man? Double tapping on that screen as y'all are coming into the room. Good morning, Grand Rising, Rich Rising, Happy New Day to each and every one of you guys. Man, listen, it's a good day to have a beautiful day, and you have the power to make it that way. Do not allow nothing or nobody to ruin your day for you. Don't let nothing or nobody ruin your day. Don't let nothing or nobody ruin your good mood. Keep your head up, stay focused, and again, never let them see you sweat. What's going on, Chef Shirley? How you doing this morning? New cookies. How are you this morning? Misha, Denise, how you doing over there? Mimi tapping in over there. Come on, Child Prize. I see you. Is it the little truth? How you doing this morning? Rose, how you doing this morning? Good morning, Regina. All right, we double tapping on the screen, coming on in, all three platforms. Yes, I had to get over here, man. Listen. Y'all know I'm a fur parent. I had to get my dog together. She was doing a lot. I had to make sure she was good. So yeah, that held me up for a few seconds. What's going on, Breezy? How you doing this morning? Geechee, how you? Donna Walker, how you doing this morning? There go Tasha. How you doing, Tasha? How are you? Michelle, how you doing this morning? Good morning, Trish. Double tapping on the screen. Relax, relax, relax. What's going on, Jazz? How y'all doing? Seaborn, Starboy. I know some of y'all like, man, she left us over there on the cliff yesterday. If you was here on yesterday, if you attended Born and Walking Worship on yesterday, do me a favor and just put the hand in the chat. I want to know who's returning. If you was here yesterday and you was like, you left us on that cliff on yesterday, yeah, Big Lindsay had me out here on the struggle bus this morning. I ain't gonna lie. My bus was struggling, messing around with Big Lindsay this morning. Big Lindsay was over here doing what she wanted to do. This dog is real life crazy. I'm telling y'all, this dog is something. She is a job. She is something else, right? So double tapping on my screen. If you was here and you feel like, man, listen, you left us out there on yesterday, put it in the chat real quick. Put it in the chat. Okay. Got a lot of people Got a lot of people that's coming back, man. Listen, Nisi Poo is a trip. She does a lot over here. She be doing a lot over here. I love her, but I tell you what, she does a lot. You missed yesterday? Oh man, listen, Shirley, I got it on the book. It's on the book. Make sure you go check out. Yesterday. Hey, and for all of my Gram subscribers, for everybody that have subscribed on the Gram, it is also available. The morning walk-in worships, where everybody's asking when the morning walk-in worships. It is inside of the subscribers only over there on the Gram. I did not delete them. I leave them up for like 30 days, the same way it's left up on the Book of Many Faces for 30 days. It's right over there, right? So if you go over there, if you miss one, you like, well, I need to go see, make sure you have subscribed to those platforms, so that way you will be able to go back and go and look, right? So on the book, it's going to leave it up for like 30 days and then they automatically delete. So that's enough time for everybody to go back and grab their notes and whatnot after that. Yes, please, Amanda, if you don't mind, help Shirley out and make sure you tag her. You know, she got some other stuff going on right now, so we can make sure that she gets her notes from yesterday. Make sure you tag her in yesterday's live so we can make sure that she gets it, right? All right. So other than that, good morning, Grand Rising, Rich Rising, Happy New Day to my chosen family. I know you guys are in the chat, man, so double tapping on that screen. How you doing, Seaborn too? I appreciate that badge this morning. Say I was up at 6:30 and decided to wait for you instead of going back to sleep. Okay, Maggie. And I'm here now, girl. And I'm here now. Good morning to you. I'm glad you waited on me. I'm glad you was waiting on me. What's going on, Shay Murray? I appreciate you on this morning. Good morning. Appreciate you. Come on in here, Tootsie Roll. Let's get to it today, man. Double tapping on that screen. Y'all already know I'm talking about restoration because that is the topic of 2026, right? We're talking about restoration. But this portion of restoration, we're talking about God, show us that you're a God in our life, right? So I came over here. I went through everything on yesterday, gave y'all a good breakdown of what that restoration is supposed to look like, and I let you guys know that it's not always going to be easy. It's going to be sometimes when you gonna cry. It's going to be some folk you got to let go. It's going to be some situations you got to let go. It's going to require a level of awareness that you may have never had before. Miss Franco, I appreciate you so much, sweetheart. I got your CA this morning, right? So yes, these things are going to be happening in our life, and they happen on a day-to-day basis. Understand that, right? These are going to be things that's going to to be happening, and they happen on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes people will be like, well, how in the world do you say this every day or come up with this every day and do this every day? Understand me, life be life in every day. Life don't take a day off from when it be life, and understand me, it don't take no day off. So every day you should be what? Learning something new. There should be some new information. There should be a new word. It should be something happening differently in your life every single day. Thank you so much, Veronica Guy, for that CA this morning. I appreciate you. You should be always learning, always growing, always evolving in some area of your life. And when you're talking real life restoration, that's what's happening over there, because God is making it brand new and then also multiplying it. God is not over there restoring nothing old. No, that ain't. You know, I don't even know where we got that from. I don't even know who came up with the fact that you gonna get, you know, the old back. Like, come on, let's be real quick, right? Let's be real. If you lost something, right, or something left your life and they had the reason to, or you seen that it wasn't beneficial, what in the world would make you think that I want something that I've already turned loose? Thank you so much, Miss Flowers. Thank you so much, Miss Benny, as well. I appreciate that love over there on the book, man. Like, let's be real about it. I don't want nothing that I've already surrendered, that I've already given up on, you know what I'm saying, already walked away from. And if we're going to be very, very honest, who in the world wants something back that they prayed to God that he removed? If I prayed you out my life, what makes you think that I'm for 1 second gonna be over there saying, oh yeah, well, I want them back? If I fasted, if I prayed, if I worship, if I beg, if I laid before God to like remove the love, remove the feeling, all of that, because I no longer, ain't nowhere in the world you think that I want that back, right? And sometimes it may not be the individual, but how many of you gonna be honest and say, yeah, that was with me. That was with me. I prayed that God healed the parts of me. Understand me, the toxic parts of me, the crazy parts of me, the broken parts of me. I was asking God to do that for me. And yeah, because we know the state that we were in. So there's no way that I want to go back to anything that I was before. I don't even want to go back to being a person that thought the way that I thought before. I don't want that in my life. I want something brand new. But when you say that, I say all of that to say this, but when you say you want something brand new, you have to also know that receiving something brand new is going to require a learning stage from you as well, right? So your restoration is going to put you in your restoration is going to put you in a position of a student, because you're becoming something you've never been. You're doing something that you never done. You're moving in a way that you never moved before, right? So that means that you're going to have to be studious. You're going to have to know how to sit down, and you want to learn how to listen, and listen not for you to respond back, not for you to try to defend nothing, not for you to jump in and be doing all of this right here. You have to learn how to just sit and just listen, absorb the information, take the information in, allow it to sit inside of your heart. Your restoration is going to require that, because if you ain't never did this before, if you ain't never did this before and you ain't never been who you are becoming right now before, how you think you gonna know it all? How you think you gonna know it all? One thing that already aggravates me is a know-it-all anyway. A person that think that they know everything, that already drives me insane. But you don't know, if you don't know who you're becoming, if you've never been this before, how in the world is it that, right, that you learn how to be quiet? So that you can learn how to be studious, learn how to take the notes, apply the notes to your life. The weirdest thing ever to me is to see people who have a whole bunch of notes and they don't do nothing with their notes. If you have all of those notes and whatnot, you have all of this information that you have, right? If you have all of this stuff right there in your life and you're not utilizing any of your notes, you're not applying none of these to your life, you're not utilizing any of these tactics, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, what are you doing? That's like wasted information. That's wasted information in that moment, right? This is why it is so important for you to utilize these things. I had several people, at least 3 people on yesterday, that said, you know what, I done what you told me to do and it actually worked. Then why in the world do you know what I'm saying? That's the point. All you have to do is try it out. But if you never try, if you come to me, right, and we sitting in our one-on-one session, or we sitting inside of our class and you ask me something and I give you something and you walk away and don't do what I told you to do, and you never know if it worked or not. You don't know it until you try it. And then when you go over there and try it, you're like, wow, that did work. And now here it is, 3-4 months that you've been sitting on that information, 3-4 months, sometimes longer than that. You've been sitting on that information, never tried it, walked away. And then it's not on purpose. Don't think that they'll do this on purpose, but sometimes you walk away and then a child call your name, the job call your name. You got to go back to work and stuff happens, right? Stuff happens that get you. It's not a purposely thing, you know what I mean? But things start happening, so you never think anymore about it, right? And then all of a sudden you go back to it. You're like, oh my God, it worked. This is why I'm saying that it's going to require your focus. It's going to require you to take notes. It's going to require those memos and all of that. I don't be telling you to get those memo notes for nothing. I don't tell you to put it inside your phone for nothing. Why? Because I know how I am, and I know I forget something in a minute. To tell me to do something, tell me to do something, to ask me to do something, that imply that I need to be doing. Hey, I'm the wrong one to tell. Do not tell me. I am going to forget. By the time I walk away from you, I already forgot. It's already then left my mind anyway. I ain't thought no more about that at all. And then I got 100 other things that I'm about to go do. I ain't thought no more about it. This is why it is important for you to be a note taker, to jot it down, so that, yes, even after the child that called your name, the job that sent the email, something that happened is right there in your notes. You open up your notes. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and do that. That's why that's important, right? So I wanted to make sure that I got on this morning. Take the notes, take the notes, take the notes, take the notes, apply the notes. There's no need for you to just be sitting on information. Now, what we're going to get into right now this week is going to be show me that you're God. If you missed yesterday, I'm sorry for you, because yesterday was fresh oil and I cannot go back and do yesterday because yesterday is already, I didn't have notes for yesterday. Yesterday, we was just outside with it. We was outside, and I don't even know half of the things that I talked about on yesterday, because that was never my intention was to come and do this. And and I was completely out. So I don't know. All I know is that it was good, and we had us a good time over there when we was outside. I was Miss Frizzle. We was on the Magic School Bus. We spent a whole entire hour and a half on the front porch of the big house in the hood. We had a block party like none other on yesterday. So if y'all missed the block party, listen, that's not on us. We was out there, baby. Listen, I'm talking about fresh oil, fresh downloads. I don't even know what happened. So I just got to be real. So we're going to jump right on over here, right? We field tripping real bad. We was out there field tripping real bad. Don't look at that. Everybody that was, if y'all was here yesterday, double tap on the screen. We was on the field trip. We hate that y'all didn't get y'all permission slips line. We hate that you did something that made you not be able to go on the trip. But baby, we was on the trip yesterday, honey. We enjoyed ourselves outside on yesterday. I want y'all to know that we had a great time. I'm talking about it was something else over there, right? So we was over there in the book of Kings. 1 Kings chapter 18. Our topic is show us you are God. Said we were around the campfire. Hey, yeah, we was. We didn't play no games. Show us that you are God. That is our topic. And we are going to 1 Kings chapter 18. And I'm going to be reading from the International Version. Y'all know that's the one that I like right there. Like that's my one right there. And I was telling y'all, I said, restoration is going to require, right, some real stuff to be happening in your life. And it's going to be some stuff that you may not always be, in agreement with. This is not, if you're looking for a comfortable come up, this is not going to be it, right? That's red ink again. They go, your note right there, understand me. These are sticky notes. I actually have sticky notes on my bathroom mirror, on my refrigerator. I got sticky notes everywhere because I need constant reminders, right? This is not a comfortable come up. If you're looking for a comfortable come up, this right here, this ain't gonna be it. Understand me, anytime that you start bending and stretching and twisting and turning something, it is not, I want you to know that is not a comfortable feeling, right? This is not a comfortable come up. And I think that sometimes when people come into Christ, that's what their expectation is. You come over here and you start, you start thinking that this is going to be a comfortable come up. And then when you realize that this is not that, then you're like, oh my God, this is not what I was expecting. That's right, Shirley put it. Yeah, some of them missed that. This is not a comfortable come up. This is not a comfortable come up. Y'all just give me credit for it, okay? Just give me credit for it. That's all I ask. Y'all can tag me and just give me credit for it. This is not a comfortable come up. When you are worshiping God, when you are in alignment with God, when you are in covenant with God, when you are locked in, when you have signed that spiritual contract with God, this is not a comfortable come up. Understand me. This is going to come with some struggle. This is going to come with some tarry. This is going to come with some tears. And I say that because, again, y'all think that just because you say I'm praying and I'm fasting and I'm worshiping, that my whole entire life, it should shift around right then and there. Everything should become extremely easy for me. Thank you, Maury. Right there. Everything should start happening the way that I wanted to happen right there. And I'm just here to tell you on this morning is that you've been misled. You've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked. You've been finessed, baby. Understand me. That's not how this is going to happen, because the moment that you start getting yourself together, working on your development, working on your spiritual journey, your self-love journey, is the moment where you will start to experience, hello, somebody, you will start to experience the most stuff. And the reason why you start to experience the most stuff is not because this stuff has just now started happening, right? Sit back in your seat. Let me make it make sense for you. Sit back in your seat. Sit back in your seat. Hold on. Let me help you out, right? It's not that it's new. It's not that it's new. This stuff didn't just start happening when you became a Christian, when you became a believer, when you start working on yourself. That stuff did not just start happening. This stuff did not just fall out of the sky. I want you to understand this stuff was already happening. It was already an issue. It was already a problem. It was already going on in your life in that moment. Sit down, take a seat. Let me tell you something, that because the adversary will convince you that, oh yeah, well, now that you done got your life together, now everything going the way that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you fasting and you praying, now all this happening, now all this happening, now all this is taking place. It was already happening. It was already taking place. Ain't nothing about your journey that's happening right now brand new. The only difference is that you got awareness now. Now you're able to see it now. You didn't notice it at first because you were so caught up inside of the world. You was drunk out your mind, high out your mind, you know what I'm saying, laid up somewhere, distracted with your boo-boo, distracted with your bun, distracted with this, that, and the third. Whatever had your attention, had your attention. So you didn't even realize that you was going through all the stuff that you was going through because you were so out of focus. But it's not a surprise. It's not something that just fell out of the sky, right? But it feels that way to you because now you're seeing it for what it really and truly is. Ain't nothing in your life brand new. Them folks always been them folks. And I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but them folks ain't never liked you. Yeah. Them folks always been them folks. And the truth of the matter is them folks ain't never liked you, right? They ain't never liked you. They ain't never liked you or none of that. But you were so blinded by the light that you had for them that you did not notice that they didn't like you how you liked them. They never loved you. Understand me. It was your love, the love that you had for them that blinded you. That understand me, made you so delusional that you felt like but it was never there. It was never there. The respect was never there. The honoring you was never there. The commitment for you was never there. Understand me. They never had not now piece of a desire to be anything to you other than what they were. That's the truth of the matter. But you did not notice that because of the position that you were in that moment, because you were so out of focus in your life. These are the things that you were convincing yourself of, but it's not brand new. Understand me. But this is what restoration does. It shows you exactly what it is. It exposes it to you for what it really is. And once you've been exposed, you cannot be unexposed. Once it's been brought to your attention and you see what it is, you cannot unsee it. That's why I tell people all the time that restoration is a powerful thing, because when you start saying, I want you to make me new, when you start saying, I want you to redo and revive and replenish and reset in my life, you got to make sure that you are fully ready for that, because it might cost you some folk that you actually want. It might cost you some things that you might actually want. It might cost a separation that you feel, oh, I ain't know I was going to have to give up all of that. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad? You have to really, really, really want this thing. How bad do you actually want it? So when we get over here to the book of 1 Kings and we going to 18, we going to go with my boy Elisha. Y'all know I love my boy Elisha. Yeah, you can put that in the chat, how bad do you want it? Sometimes you have to ask yourself that. So yeah, I do tell people all the time, yeah, you have to ask yourself that. When you laying in the bed and you like, let me get 5 more minutes, and you could be using those 5 minutes to pray, how bad do you want it, right? When you sitting in your car on your lunch break, and it could be time that you could be using to do your meditation right then and there, just to relax and allow the sun to hit you, but instead you turn up your trap music, how bad do you want it? Understand me, when you know that you want to fast and you're supposed to be committed to the fast, but then you all of a sudden get a craving, if I could just get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, how bad do you want it? Do you want it to really make the sacrifice? Do you want it bad enough to give up the time? Do you want it bad enough to really put in the effort? Do you want it bad enough to be obedient? Do you want it bad enough to follow all the way through? Because one thing's for sure, two things for certain is you can lie. You cannot lie to you. You can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to you. When it comes down to you, you're the one person that you can't lie to. Understand me? And then the part about that you guys really don't understand is the most important person that you have to be open and that you have to be honest with is yourself. Understand me? You can lie to everybody else and you lied to them and you lost them, but you can't. When you lose you, is it anybody in the chat that have ever felt a sense of loss of self? Like, I just lost myself. Is it anybody in the chat that feels like, you know what? I know what it is to actually lose myself. I did not know who I was. I did not know what I was even. I did not know if I was coming. I did not know if I was going. I did not know what I was feeling. I did not know what I was doing. Baby, I was just existing. That's it, that I was just here. And if anybody would have asked me, are you okay? Do you need anything? What's wrong with you? If anybody would have taken the time to just ask me any type of question, I would have fell all the way apart. That's how vulnerable, that's how fragile I actually was in that moment. Anybody in the chat going to be honest and say I lost myself. Understand me? And this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to show you how powerful that is, right? How down bad that really is. And that's exactly where the adversary want to keep you at. So you can lie to everybody else, but when you become a liar to yourself, when you start lying to yourself, you are already showing yourself that you're not trustworthy. You are already showing yourself that you're a promise keeper. A promise breaker. You are already showing yourself that you're unreliable. You're showing yourself that you're undependable. You're showing yourself, maybe I have to get somebody else. And what happens in this moment is you become codependent on other people because you can't depend on you. That's why it's important not to lie to yourself. If you ain't gonna do it, say you ain't gonna do it. Hey. Somebody like, wait a minute. Whoa, yeah. How you think you became a people pleaser overnight? You think you became a people pleaser overnight? You think you became codependent on other folk overnight? No. You became that individual when you showed you that you could not rely on you. When you showed you that you could not depend on you, when you showed you that you were not trustworthy, when you showed you that you were not obedient, when you showed you that you was not disciplined, when you showed that to yourself, then you told yourself, I gotta have somebody else to do it with me. I have to have an accountability buddy. I got to have somebody to hold my hand. I got to make sure that somebody is over there and they motivated me all the way through it. There's no real life self-motivation because you don't believe nothing that yourself say, because you done broke so many promises to yourself. You done lied to yourself so many different times. You done told yourself we gonna do this and we gonna do that, and you done never fell through on none of that. You told yourself that it was gonna be 100 and you settled for 90. Understand me? You always came up short when it was just you and yourself, right? When it came down to you and self do not have the relationship that y'all supposed to have. And because you don't have the relationship with self that you're supposed to have, you have that relationship with other folk. So you wait on other folk to come and tell you when to go. You wait on other folk to tell you when it's good enough. You wait on other folk to tell you that you are beautiful, that you're beautifully made. You wait on the outside validation from other folk because you've lost all the trust that you have inside of yourself. But it all started with the fact that you were not open and honest with you. It all started with the fact that you was a liar to you. Small commitments still matter. If you say that you're going to do it, do what you said that you were going to do. Period. It ain't about other people. It's about you. If you say that you're going to do it, do what you say that you're going to do. Honor yourself. Honor what you feel. Honor what it is that you want out of this life. You only got one. Understand me. You owe this. This right here, this is a personal, baby. This is very much personal. I owe this to myself. And I cannot turn this thing loose. I cannot walk away from this thing until this thing gives me what is rightfully mine. That should be your mindset every single day. That should be how you wake up every single day. If I'm going to be real with anybody, it's going to be to myself. If I'm going to be thorough, if I'm going to be solid, if I'm going to be locked in with anybody, it is most definitely going to be with myself. I have to show me who I am first. And after that, everybody else, I can come and deal with you. But I can't be nothing to you that I can't be to myself. That should be your rule. I can't be nothing to nobody else that I'm not already to myself. That should be your rule. Yes, I get it. I cannot be nothing to nobody else until I'm everything that I need to be to myself. And sometimes that's going to take some time, which is the reason why a lot of people skip past that part. That's the reason why a lot of people skip past that part. Now y'all see why people be doing one session and they don't ever come back. People cannot handle. They don't like when you being that real, when you being that raw, when you being that authentic, when you telling it to them just like that. Baby, your problem is not everybody else. Your problem is you. Understand me. You cannot. The problem ain't everybody else. People are only going to do to you what you allow them to do. The problem, real problem is you. Understand me. You have to hold yourself accountable for your own life. You have to take ownership of your own life. Your life is your responsibility. Understand me. Ain't nobody going to be swooping in here and there. If you got somebody that you can rely on, baby, what happens when that individual is no longer there? If you got somebody that's willing to do this, and this, what happens when that person is not able to do that? It's not a guarantee. It's the point that I'm making to you. You got some folks that say, well, I don't know why y'all be saying ain't nobody coming to save you. My mama coming to save me. My auntie coming to save me. My uncle coming to save me. I got such and such coming to save me. You never know what life is going to bring. And sometimes your mama might want to come but can't come. And then what you going to do? And then what you going to do? Sometimes your auntie and your uncle, they do want to come, but they're not able to come. Understand me? And then what you going to do? You can have it all together today and then it could be all falling apart on tomorrow. And the point that we're making is when it all falls apart on tomorrow, if you are codependent on other folk and what other folk was going to do in your life, now what are you going to do? Sit right there and waddle. That's what you're going to do. Why? Because you ain't got no hands-on experience, because you don't know what it's like to get out there in the mud. You don't know what it's like to have to get up and get out there and actually make it happen, because you've been so codependent and relying on somebody else coming to save you and somebody else coming to do it for you that you ain't got no oomph about yourself. Understand me? And then have the nerve to jump on here and try to make it seem like or sound like it's right. Y'all got to stop. God, dog, it be aggravating me. My Shanana just instantly got upset. Double tapping on my screen. Thank you so much, Adrian, for the badge over there. Let's get some love going. Let's get up to 100K over there on the Great Tickety Talk. We at 56. Let's get to 100. Double tapping on that screen. Let's get to 1,000 over there on the Book of Many Faces. The truth of the matter is you owe this to yourself. If anybody else is going to do something in your life, I need for you guys to fully understand me here in this month of March as we're leaving out of the first quarter of this year. Everything that everybody else do for you in your life should be a bonus. Period. A bonus. A bonus. Anything that anybody else contributes to your life, it should be a bonus. It's not a requirement. It's not an obligation. It's not something that they got to do. It's a bonus. Anything that anybody is doing in your life, it should not be something that you are codependent on, something that you are relying on, something that you are just sitting over there waiting on them to come and do. It should simply be a bonus. Period. You ain't doing nothing for me that I'm not capable of doing for myself. You not, that's, come on. Come on. I need for you to correct that thinking. I need for you to correct that thinking. I need for you to come on. I need for you to correct that thinking. I need for you to fully lock into that. Anything that anybody else is doing, we're dismantling that today. We're throwing that out today. We're shifting perspective today. Understand me. Anything that anybody else is doing for you in your life, understand me, it should always be a bonus. You should already be operating at 100% yourself. You should already have everything that you need inside of your your life, inside of your bubble, inside of your box, you should already have that all the way together. You should already be working that all the way out. Anything that anybody walks into your life with, it should just be an add-on to what's already there. If your life is not already fully functioning the way that it needs to be functioning, if you have not crossed your T's and dotted your I's, if you have not handled your adult business inside of your life, your trust issues, your mommy daddy issues, your broken heart issues, your abandonment issues, your trauma and dysfunction from whatever happened to you way back in band camp days, if you ain't took care of that, go somewhere and sit all the way down. Understand me, it is not another individual's responsibility to come into your life and actually fix you. Your job is to fix yourself. Their job is not to be a distraction on your journey. Their job is to stay out of the way while you're working on yourself and working on your development. Understand me, and this is the reason why I say all the time, it might be happy, happy, joy, joy over here, but don't get caught up now. Don't get too beside yourself, because you'll find yourself over there being a caretaker. Because the adversary too knows your desires, knows the things that it is that you want. Understand me. And those are the things that we are led astray by. Our own desires is going to always make it seem like it's going to be the best thing. The opportunity is going to always come looking like a big old beautiful opportunity. And that right there is going to change your life. That's going to shift everything in your life. And guess what? That is the biggest distraction of your life. You took it thinking that it was going to take you to that next level, that it was going to make all of these beautiful changes in your life. And then when you got over there and you saw the responsibility and the requirement of that thing, and you like, oh my God, I should have stayed over there where I was, because ain't no way in the world I signed up for all of this. No. You have to understand. Y'all ever took a promotion at a job? They take a promotion at a job and they have all these requirements. You got like 5 or 6 things that's a part of the requirement over there that's listed. Oh, we need you to have this. 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 We need you to have that. This is what they said, right? Over there. So you sign your name and you happy, joy. You singing all the way back to your desk. Over in your car, you can't wait to tell your boo-boo, your bun that you done bid it for the job, and you know, I think that I'm going to get this, and I need you to lock in the prayer with me, because this right here, this is going to change our life. We really going to take us a trip. We really going to be outside. We really going to be done. Yeah, you hyped all the way up, right? And then you get that promotion, you get that opportunity. That thing happens for you in that moment, right? And then after you get it, the 5 requirements that they had on there ain't got nothing on the other 20 things that they keep piling onto your plate. Like, wait a minute, this is not what we discussed. This is not what we talked about. But now that you're there already, now you find yourself, you can't do none of the stuff that you thought that you wanted to do. You can't show up for none of the stuff that you thought that you could show up for. You and your significant other, oh, y'all about to break up. Why? Because you ain't even got the time or the patience or the mental capacity to actually deal with nobody in your relationship, because your mind is so disheveled and all over the place and overly loaded with the work, and go, and do. Your whole conversation and everything is about that thing that you thought was a beautiful opportunity. And you ain't even realized it was the biggest distraction of your life. This is why spirit of discernment is so important. This is why spirit of discernment is so important. And sometimes it's not with a job. Sometimes it's with a relationship. Sometimes it's with a friendship, a new group, or whatever the case is. It's like, yo, wait a minute. Your job in 2026 is to make sure that you stay connected to what keeps you connected. Your job in 2026, if you want to experience real life restoration, your job is to stay connected to what keeps you connected. That's red ink pen note. And if you know, like I know, I would also throw a little yellow highlight over across the top of that. My job is to do what? My restoration is riding on me staying connected to what keeps me connected. Understand me. What keeps me connected? What keeps me motivated? What keeps me inspired? What keeps me moving forward? What pours into me on a regular basis? What keeps me up on my feet? Understand me. My job in 2026, because of the restoration that I am speaking, that I am declaring over my life, it requires me to stay connected to what keeps me connected. What keeps me connected to what? To Christ. What keeps me focused on Christ? What keeps me with my eyes on the mark of the high calling? What keeps me planted by the rivers of water? What makes me steadfast, unshakable, or unmovable? Understand me, always abounding in that word and in that work. I need that type of energy. And if that's not what's coming with that, then I'm a bow out gracefully. Understand me, your restoration, I'm giving them to you fast because I want to read some of this. And if I don't, hey, if we on the bus, we on the bus. But let me tell you something, your restoration, right? It's going to require it's going to require you to be locked in that much, right? Your restoration is going to require you to miss out. And that's going to be the part that's going to shake some people. Yeah. Okay, feet on your coffee table. I got my feet up on your coffee table, but I promise I'm going to dust it off. I'm going to dust it off in just a second. Let me put my feet up here real quick, okay? Yeah, we going to scramble these eggs together today, sis. Let me lay in between Shu and the boo-boo real quick right there. Let me lay in between Shu and the boo-boo. Let's get it together. Your restoration, if you want real life restoration in 2026, it is going to require you to miss out. There's going to be some things that you're going to have to simply miss out on. It's going to be some things that, you might want to do it. Everything inside of you is like, I want to do that. But that is not going to be it. That's not going to be it. As much as you love them, as much as you wanted to work, that's just not going to be it, baby. That's not your match. Understand me. That's not your MATCH. That's not your match. As much as you love them and much time that you didn't put in, much finances that you didn't put in, I don't care how many degrees you didn't help them get. I don't care how far in life that you didn't help them get to. I don't care how many applications, how many times you didn't help them update their resume. Understand me. When you done that, you should have done it out of love. What I told you, don't do nothing if you can't do it out of love. If you cannot do it out of love, then don't do it at all. Because don't nobody want to hear about what you went outside of your way and done. Don't nobody want to hear about what type of sacrifices that you made. Don't nobody want to hear about what it was that you covered. Understand me? Because in a relationship, these are the things that actually happen. So you done what normal people would do inside of a relationship. Don't nobody want to hear about all of that. We don't need to run down. We don't need to know what the price of it was. Understand me? That's the price of a relationship. Relationships are very much expensive. If you cannot cover what is required in a relationship, sir, that's it, period. Don't nobody want to hear about that. Grown folk don't want to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be, you have to be an adult to understand it. Don't nobody want to hear about that. So what I'm saying is, if you're not in that position in your life, take a seat. It's nothing wrong with just simply missing out. There will be some times in your life as you're growing and evolving in life that you're going to have to simply miss out. That's just not your match. That's not your MATCH. That's not your match. When you're looking at that job and you're like, I want to do that so much, and that's going to be this, and that's going to be that, and you realize that that's going to disconnect you from Christ, when you realize that that's going to separate you from your spiritual practices and the things that you're supposed to be doing, that job is not what? That job is not my match. That's not my MATCH. That's not my match. Understand me? Because that distracts me from what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. That separates me from what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. That brings me more anger, more frustration, more annoyance. I can't do that. Baby, I can't. After you done started to get on my nerve a little bit too much, I'm already ready to go. I don't need nothing that's, don't get on my nerve. I'm trying to tell you, do not work my nerve. Do not work once my nerves start being worked, understand me, I already got a bad pack. I cannot take it. Understand me, why? Because when you are growing and evolving in Christ, this is what happens with that. It's going to be some stuff that you got to miss out on. It'll be some situations. Maybe you was over there, right? And listen when I say this, and I know that's going to sound a little bit real cold. Understand me, but it's a cold game out here. Understand me, it's going to sound cold, but it's a cold game out here. So let me just say this to you. It's going to be some situations where I wish that I could help you. I wish I could come through for you. I wish I could do it for you. But the truth of the matter is, because of the commitments that I made to myself, because of the growth and development that I am going through over here, understand me, I'm letting everybody, I'm not sparing nobody. Nobody spared me. Understand me, I'm not sparing nobody. Nobody spared me. And you're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to make it work. You're going to have to do what you got to do. The same way that when I was in those situations, I had to do the same thing. So you're going to have to light some candles if your lights get cut off and you already knew that your light bill was coming. You're going to have to make sure that your children have exactly what they need, because you knew that when you was making those children, understand understand me. Oh, yeah, I love you and love you a lot, but I'm in a season of self-fullness, not selfishness, but self-fullness, and I cannot dig into me to give to anybody. I am the pourer, but right now I need pouring. I need folk to show up in my life that got it to pour into me. I need folk to show up in my life that's willing to do for me what it is that I'm willing to do for other folk. And if people in your life do not understand that, you have to miss it. As cute as you is, I'm gonna have to miss out on you. Smell good too, because ain't nothing like a good smelling person. And you smell good, child, no. It's just not your season. Understand me? I'm gonna start like that. Okay, it's just not your Crystal. I'm gonna say that, sis. It's just not your season. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a season for everything, right? It's a season for everything. And the truth of the matter is, sometimes things are just out of season. Come on, Natalie. Y'all don't act up. Like, it's just not your season. As much as I want to, it's just not your season. Understand me. And I believe that once we start realizing that, that everything is going to have a season in our life, we may go through a life where we have plenty, right? You have an overflow. You have abundance over there, and you have enough to be able to play, right? You have enough to be able to play because you have overflow. But when you're in restoration, the way that we're in restoration in 2026, understand me, I'm not in that type of season though. I'm not in a season where I have enough to be able to be out here playing around. I have a sense of urgency about my life right now. Understand me. No, I'm not in the red, but I'm doing everything that I can possibly do to make sure that I don't see the red. Hello, can you put your hand in the chat? If you're like, baby, listen, that's what I'm at, coach. It's not even that I'm in the red. I know exactly what I'm doing in my life. I know exactly what I want out of my life. I'm reading, I'm fasting, I'm praying, I'm worshiping, I'm studying, I'm handling all of my business. I'm crossing my T's and dotting my I's. Put your hands in the chat if you know that you're actively working on yourself. I'm being committed to the cause. I'm showing up in my life. I'm doing everything that I need to be doing. No, I am not in the red. However, I'm not in a position where I got nothing to give to a soul either. I'm so focused in my life right now that I'm not in the overflow season right now. I got just enough. I got enough to make sure that I don't struggle in a famine. I got enough just to make sure that I can keep my head above the waters. I got just enough to make sure that if I step out, I can cover me. And I just need everybody around me to be able to cover them. That's the season that I'm in right now. I'm in a season where I can cover me. You just make sure that you can cover you. You just make sure you can do what you need to do for you. And that right there, that is okay. That's called establishing a boundary. When you are focused in your life and you know what you're trying to do inside of your life, it's nothing wrong with telling folk, I don't got it to cover you in this season. This ain't the season of that. Now, when I get into a season where I got it flowing all over the place and stuff going here and going there and everywhere, then you're more than welcome to whatever is on the outside of my cup. You're more than welcome for all the stuff that, take it. You ain't even got to ask. Just go ahead and take it. What's mine is yours. Go ahead and have it. But when I close the door, don't get mad. When I say no, don't get mad, because remember, there was a season where I gave you nothing but yeses. When I get to that season where I'm telling you no, don't get upset, because I can't have you out here forgetting the season where I said nothing but yes. Right? And people forget how many times you actually said yes. People forget how many times you said, yeah, I got you. People forget how many times that you actually came through. They forget how many times that you was the only one that showed up. They forget the times that you was the one that secretly sent it. Oh, nobody knew about it but you and them. They forget that. And the moment that you start saying no, the moment that you start setting a boundary, the moment that you start saying, oh no, it's this or that. Yeah, wait a minute, you forgot all the other times that I said yes, all the other times that I did this, and this, even when I did, we didn't even really have it to do, but I done it anyway. I still came through for you anyway. Understand me, and it's in this moment that you actually find the core, you see the core nature of those individuals in your life. You see exactly who they are right then and there. And that's what restoration will do to you. It'll bring you an awareness about folks that's around you. It will show you not the folks' face and this, the outer, right? It'll show you the inner. That awareness it's that awareness that comes with restoration will show you everything that's on the inside of an individual. It'll show you exactly how that individual feels about you on the inside. And it will be so in front of your face that you cannot play radio, you cannot play Delulu, you cannot play crazy, you cannot play I did not see it, you cannot play make-believe, you cannot play pretend, because it'll be too real and too raw right there in front of your face. I see it. And no matter what they say, you can't unsee it. No matter how many times they cry, you can't unsee it. Understand me? Yeah, the emotional manipulation won't work. The mental manipulation won't work. The spiritual manipulation, that won't even work. None of that'll work on you. You will be standing right there like, no. I know what I saw. I know what I saw. I know what I feel. I understand why I feel it. That's a raw individual right there. That's a cold-blooded individual right there. When you can tell a person, I know what I feel, and I know exactly why I feel that. I'm talking about real life, emotionally intelligent individual. I know I ain't pulling this out of the sky. I know I'm not making this up. I know what I'm stating is facts. Now, you don't like what I'm saying, but you not liking what I'm saying does not mean that it's not true. Sometimes you gotta tell them, hey, you not liking what I said does not make what I said not true. You may not like it, but it's still the truth. You may not want to accept it, but it is still the truth. And the thing that bothers a narcissist or a manipulative individual is the fact that they can't make you accept something that you know that's not my portion. That right there, that's not my portion, sweetheart. I know, yeah, I hear you, I understand you, but I already know that that's not the individual that I am. And the one thing about me is I am not Erykah Badu, baby. I am not a bag lady. I don't drag bags. I need for you to understand it. It tears me up if I have to hoard a negative emotion. When I have to walk around mad, I be madder at the fact that I'm walking around mad. If I'm in my feelings, I be madder at the feelings that I'm in, because I'm inside of my feelings. I can't stand to be mad. I cannot stand to be in my feelings. I cannot stand but I can't stand that. Number one, because I'm not one of those individuals that can instantly get over it. I don't have that talent. That's a superpower. I really wish I did have it, but that's not me. I can't go from being mad to all of a sudden being happy, joy. It's a process I got to go through. It's a process I got to go through. I got to make sure. Hey, pray for me. Okay, I'm telling all my business at this point. Your friends say, it's a superpower. People that are able to do that, I love them, and I think that they are because how do y'all do that? I don't know. But me, it takes friends. Yes, my current situation. Listen, let me tell you, baby, you are not here by yourself, and I pray that the Lord heal both of us. Okay, I pray that the Lord move in both of our lives speedily. Okay, because honey, that is me. It takes me time to process why I'm mad. I got a whole thing that got to happen over here. I got to process why I'm mad, and I got to make sure that when I come from being mad, that you are deserving of my time after that, because you might not make it on the other side. Understand me? That's how crazy I am. See, it's a part. Yes, I ain't never told y'all I had it all the way together. Never. I never told y'all that I was perfect either. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm evolving as well. My calling is just a little bit different from y'all. That be the problem right there. I would never get up here and try to make you think that I got it all the way together. No, when you piss me off, it takes time for me to get unpissed. It takes me time. I got to work through the pissivity. If pissivity was a word, I think that's my word. But I got to work through the pissivity. I got to work through why I feel how I feel, and then I have to decide whether or not I'm gonna deal with you again after the pissivity then ran off, because it might have been something that I'm not coming back to that. It's some things that have happened in life that you just cannot come back from. For real. It's some things that people can say, in some ways that people can move, and you like, you know what? I can't come back from that. I can't let that go. I'm not going to move around from that. And so I love you with the love of God, and I wish you Godspeed. I bid it to you. I want God to reign in your life, but I want him to reign in your life out mine. Hello? Not y'all done wrote out Pistivity. Wait a minute. Yo, not y'all come up with a way to spell it. Yo, I love y'all. Wait a second. It is so real over here. I love the hood. I love the hood, y'all. I know, like some of y'all, like some of my bougie people, they like, yo, it is so hood over there, but I love it. I show up every day because I have to visit the hood. This is hood teaching at its finest, babes. I never told you we were corporate over here. The furthest thing from Demir, right? So Pistivity, and the fact that y'all have come up with a way to spell it is really blowing my mind. I love y'all. But it's true. I have to figure out whether or not you gonna make it to the other side, because there's some things in your life that you're simply not going to come back from. And that's one of the things that you have to learn as you're going through the process of your restoration, right? While you're growing and evolving over here in life, you got to know that, once you start growing, for real, I Riley 93, when you start really growing and that awareness kicks in that way, it'd be like, yo, I used to be able to take that, but I'm not taking that anymore. I used to settle for that, but I'm not settling for that anymore. I used to put up with that, but I can't put up with that anymore, because you feel the disrespect that you're actually putting on yourself by accepting that, by going back into that. Understand me, for tolerating that. You'll be so mad at yourself. That's what real restoration, that's what it does. When it starts to show you who you are, it starts to build your self-worth, right? It starts to build your confidence. It starts to build your self-esteem. And you start, I'm talking real restoration. When you start seeing yourself as divinely selected by God, handpicked by God, chosen by God, when you start to see yourself in that level of worthiness, and then you have someone, one of these mere mortals, understand me, try to play in your face and then think that they gonna still stay in your face. Yes. Ain't nowhere in the world. You think you're going to play in my face and then stay in my face. The disrespect was the closure. We don't even have to have a conversation about it. We don't even, we don't have to do no round table talk. I don't have to understand where you came from. I don't care nothing about, y'all better ask somebody. I do not care about no closure. I will leave you and leave it wide open. Hands on the hip, baby. When I throw the hands on the hip, you know it's real. I will leave you and leave it wide open. I don't care nothing about a piece of closure. I need you to know that. Think what you want to think. Feel what you want to feel. Say what you want to say. As long as them feelings and those conversations and those thoughts that you having is over there, then I don't care. I need for you to know I'm not clearing nothing up. I'm not making nothing make sense. I don't care if 1 and 1 equals 1,200 over there to you. I don't care. Don't care to share my side of the story. Don't care if your mama mad, your daddy mad, your sister mad. Don't care if your friends don't want to talk to me ever again. I ain't had no plan, no talking to them, no how. They was casualties anyway. Their loyalty need to be with you, not me, no way. Why we stop talking to your friends want to talk to me? Be on. Understand me. 1, 2, 3, release all of them. I don't play with folk, and I don't let folk play with me. That's a, yeah. I understand that your restoration and the awareness that comes with your restoration, it will have you operating with that level of self-esteem, with that level of confidence, with that, you will show up like, no, baby, understand me. It was years that you did not even realize that you was surprised. Hello, is anybody in the chat that's going to be honest, double tapping on the screen? I know I'm going to get to it. Don't even worry about it, right? Don't worry about it. I'm going to do what I'm going to do this morning. Come on. Anybody in the chat going to be honest and say, you know what? I needed that this morning, coach, because for years I walked around not even knowing that I was the prize. Didn't even know that I was the prize. Didn't even know that was actually even inside of the book. I walked around, understand me, and I treated everybody else like they were something special. I treated everybody else with the utmost respect. I treated everybody else with so much love and so much gentleness and so much compassion. I never even knew that I was the prize. Understand me. I never even knew that I was the one. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that I was her. Understand me. I didn't even know that. I was so broken in my life. I didn't even realize that I was her. I didn't even realize that, I really had it like that. Did not even know it. But the moment that you start operating inside of that restoration, the moment that you start growing and evolving and God starts pouring into you and you start to see that God glow, you start to see that aura shift, understand me, you start to see that anointing all over your life just from you just simply being there, just simply standing. You ain't even like, you different. You be different. Stuff that you used to deal with, you're not dealing with it anymore. And there's going to be some people in your life that's not going to understand the change that you have. Like, wait a minute, you so different. Every way you show up is so different. I did not sign up for this. I don't want to deal with this. And that is okay. When people tell you that you are too different, when people tell you that you are not the person that you used to be, when people tell you that you require way too much, when people tell you that your standards are way too high, when people say things like this right here to you, what they're really saying is, I'm not on your level. Understand me? I'm not on your level. And I promise you, that's your time right there to bid them Godspeed. That's your time right there to get all the way up away from that. Because what they're letting you know right now is that I'm not capable of loving you the way that you deserve to be loved. I'm not capable of pouring into you the way that you deserve to be poured into. I'm not capable of showing up in your life the way that you deserve for somebody to be showing up in your life. I'm not capable of that. Understand me? I can't do for you what really needs to be done in your life. Understand me? And that is the problem that a lot of y'all be facing. Y'all are over there and here you are. You are 32 ounce, right? You got a 32 ounce. You had a 32 ounce. Somebody in my chat just put 32 ounces. You got a 32 ounce jar. This is you. You are fully developed and you're living your best life. You're growing and flowing and you got that God's glow and the anointing is dripping all up off of you and you're doing everything in your life that you know that you're supposed to be doing, and God is blessing you, and everywhere you go you are winning and winning and winning and winning. And for whatever reason, because we know the reason, because God is so good in your life and things are happening for you in your life, you can't stop winning. Everything that you touch, it works. Every way that you move, it moves. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. And you got this individual, you are 32 ounce over here. They ain't nothing but an 8 ounce. They are 8 ounce and you are 32 ounce. This is how much over them that you really and truly are. Understand me? You cannot expect for a 8 ounce to feel 32. That's not going to work. They can't even reach the top. Understand me? They can. Yeah. How do you expect for an 8 ounce to feel a 32? Understand me? You can feel them and you can overflow them and you can provide for them. Understand me? But they'll never be able to reciprocate it. They'll never be able to give it back. You are out of their league. And some of y'all are struggling in life right now because you still over there trying to be connected to somebody that is out. You out of their league. You've already outgrown that. That's no longer the person that you are. If you look at the containers, right? Let's just imagine this is 8 ounce. Let's imagine this is 32 ounce. It won't fit. Put it in the chat. It won't fit. You won't fit into the relationship. You won't fit into the friendship. You won't fit into the situationship. You simply won't fit. You are too much for that. Understand me? You are too much for that. You are too much for that. And you're struggling right now because you over there begging somebody. Understand me? Begging somebody, running after somebody. And you're trying to love somebody that's not on your level. Y'all are not even equal. Understand me? You 32 and they're only 8 ounces. They just now getting started. They could not even refill or replenish or provide for you even if they wanted to. Understand me? If you 8 ounces and all you got is 8 ounces, you can be over there giving it all that you got. You can be pouring all that you got. And guess what? You still only got. Somebody inside of the chat just put 8 ounces. You can give it all that you got, Meek. I want you to understand that. Listen to what I'm saying. They can be over there and they can be giving you all that they got. They're all that they got, Lily. They giving you all they got, but they only got 8 ounces. So no matter how much they give to you, come on, Christina, no matter how much they give to you, no matter how much they pour into you, no matter how much they show up for you, it's still only 8 ounces. Come on. It's still only 8 ounces. So it'll never be able to feel the 32 that you are. This is why I said that your restoration is going to mean that there's going to be some things that, come on, y'all got to get it. That's good teaching. That's really good teaching. That's really good teaching right there. Hey, that's really, yeah. That seminar. We should have been in the seminar right there. You know what I mean? That seminar. That's pull out the illustration, stand up there in front of the big old whiteboard. Understand me? That's all the seats filled up. That's that type of teaching that you just got right there. That's good stuff. It's still 8 ounces. They're giving you the very best of them. They're giving you everything that they got, but they will never feel you. Understand me? Because you're 32 and they're only 8. And what happens in their situation is you are over there unfulfilled. You're unsatisfied. You over there feeling like I'm just always doing this and I'm always doing that, and they down there and you're ruining this is a damage that you make. This is a damage that you both create. They know that you are out their league. They know that you are out their league. You know that they're not even on your level, and when you try to connect those things to each other, y'all are doing nothing but destroying each other. Understand me? Y'all are doing nothing but destroying each other. They'll never be what you need them to be. They're only 8 ounces, and understand me, you will never satisfy this individual. You're only 8 ounces. It would never work. And this is what happens. You try to stay in these relationships where it's unequally yoked. You will stay in these relationships that's not growing, that's not evolving in life, and then you'll wonder why you're not happy. You'll wonder why you feel how you feel. But when you get into the restoration and you actually start growing, and understand me, 8 ounces is not going to feel 32. Like, once they tell you that they cannot do it, once they show you with their actions that they cannot do it, once y'all see that y'all are not on the same page, you owe it to yourself to run fast as you can. In your mind, you need to be the gingerbread man, okay? You need to be getting up out of there expeditiously, understand me, because you're not going to do anything but damage each other. You will be on that circle, that dog chasing its tail, going absolutely nowhere fast. They cannot feel you at 8 ounces, understand me, and you will always be the individual that's giving, that's providing, that's doing everything. You will be doing all of that because you are the one that has the 32. And this is what happens when you connect yourself to people and don't want to leave people. When God is growing you and taking you to the next level, because I want you to know this, God don't care nothing about your little relationship. He don't care nothing about your little emotional attachments that you have to these folks. He's like, look, I'm here to bless you. I ain't got nothing to do with them. Understand me? The blessing that I got is on your life. The call that I got is on your life. What I'm going to do in your life, I'm doing that in your life. I don't care nothing about the emotional attachments that you have around you. That's your job to fix, right? That's your job to fix. That's your job to sort out. I'm showing you what I'm going to do in your life. So now let's just imagine this, right? So here you are. This is you, right? This is you. This is God stuff that he got over here for you, right? This is all you. Now, this is you right here. All of these, this is the emotional attachments that you have over here, right? These are your emotional attachments. Let's just say they go all the way around. Don't never mind my drawing. I never told y'all I was an artist or nothing like that. All of these are your emotional attachments that's attached to you. This is God and all his stuff he got for you over here, right? Now, here you go standing over here, right? Here you are standing over here. Let's put you here. This right here, this is a representation of, how you would sit. Well, maybe I should put you in here. Let's put you in here instead of over here. Let's put you in here. God's plan is right here to make sure that you are able to obtain all of this. He's saying, I got overflow, I got blessings, I got breakthrough, I got opportunity, I got pressed down, I got shaken together, I got running over, I got the impossible, I got everything that they said you could not do, I got everything that they said that you could not have, I have made every single way that they said would never be for you. I got all of that stored up over here for you. I got all of that over here and it's waiting for you. Is waiting for you. He says, I got all of it over here and it's waiting for you. All I need you to do, I need you to free yourself from all of these emotional attachments that you got over here. I need for you to be willing to break out of that to come over here. I need you to say, oh, okay, well, you know what? I see all of this right here, but what I need is right there. Because he's saying, I see all the attachments that you got. I see all these folks that's connected to you, that's drawing from you, but that ain't got what? That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't have nothing to do with your emotional attachments. That right there, that's for you to sort out. I told told you already. Be in the world, but not of the world. Be in the world, but not connected to the world. So if you got out here and you start making all of these emotional attachments to folk, then you right here when you need to be over here. You're not experiencing your restoration. You're not experiencing your breakthrough. You're not experiencing your abundance, not because I'm not a good God, but because you are caught up over here with your emotional attachments. I need you to leave from here to get over here so I can bless you. God is over there saying, I'm waiting to bless you. I'm waiting to rain down on you. I'm waiting to endow you. I'm waiting to open the door for you. I'm waiting to be the lamp to your feet. I'm waiting to make your crooked path straight. I'm waiting to show up in your life and show you that I am God in your life. I am not your hang-up. This is. I'm not your hang-up. Your emotional attachments, your distractions to this world is. I'm over here waiting. If you want to experience that restoration, you got to break out of that. You got to be willing to walk away from that. You got to be willing to miss out. I understand that. You have to be willing to step away from that. You got to be willing to miss out. I understand that. You have to be willing to step out. What God has for you. In order for God to open the door for you, to give you the opportunity, to make the way for you, you have to be willing to move away from that. Your restoration is most definitely going to cost you. This right here, understand me. This right here is not going to be comfortable. If you came over here and you was looking for a comfortable come up, this ain't it. Hold on to comfortable come up. If you came over here and you were expecting a comfortable come up, this ain't it. This ain't it. First Kings. All right. Let's get here. Elisha, like we're going over here, we're talking about Elisha. It says, after a long time, in the 3rd year, the word of the Lord came to Elisha and says, go and present yourself to Ahab, and I will send rain on the land. Now, keep in mind, we're in a season where they have a famine, right? They're in a season where they have no rain. It hasn't been raining, so you all know what happens when it don't rain, right? That means the crop ain't being watered. That means nothing is growing. That means that they're going through some serious stuff over there in this time, right? They're going through some serious stuff in this time. So now they've been over here and they've been going through this drought. They've been going over through this period of time where there was no rain, right? And the same person that's coming to tell them that it's going to rain is also the same person that told them when the drought was going to come. He had already let them know that it's not going to be no raining. Now, wait a minute. In one season, you're telling me that it's not going to rain. And then in another season, you come back and now you're telling me that it is going to rain, right? So understand that this is the power that Elijah has. This is the connection that Elisha has, right? Remember, I told y'all, my boy is something serious, right? I told y'all my boy Elijah ain't no regular smegular individual. I told this to y'all, right? I broke this down to y'all. I told y'all there was 3 people that did not experience a regular unaliving like everybody else, right? And Elisha happened to be one of those folks. Remember, I told y'all that Elisha never touched the grave. Understand me, death never had the victory over Elisha. He just went up in a chariot of fire straight up into the sky, baby. Understand me, Elisha was really that guy. I need for y'all to know that. So he's getting his information. He's getting all of that information. He's getting that from God, right? So when he told him it wasn't going to rain, he knew it wasn't going to rain. But when it was going to rain, he knew it was going to rain. So now Elisha, my boy, right? My boy come over here and he let him, hey, listen, I know I told y'all last time it wasn't going to rain, but now I'm going to tell you that it's about to rain. Now, in the 3rd year, the word of the Lord came to Elisha. Go and present yourself to Ahab, and I will send rain to the land. So Elisha went to present himself to Ahab. Now the famine was severe in Samaria. Now it's letting us know, like I said, it's a famine going on. It's a drought that's happening in this moment, right? And not only is this happening, but they're also blaming Elisha for what's taking place in this moment. You ever had somebody in your life, all I did was come on. I want to walk this so bad. I want to walk this so bad. I wish we were all in person. I wish this was like a conference where I could really be in your face. That's what I want. Just put she in the book. Just put she in the book. Y'all, I have to have the crowd participation. I want to feel your energy. I want to feel your energy so bad. Understand me. Have you ever had somebody that was mad at you for you just simply telling them the truth? How you upset with me and all I did was tell you the truth? You want to do me harm because I'm telling you the truth. All because I'm telling you the truth. You are in your feelings. You will have some folks in your life, not because you lied, not because you withheld anything, not because you moved big weird in their life, not because you said something that wasn't accurate. You will have folks in your life that will be simply upset with you for you simply telling the truth. Understand me? And this is the issue. They are mad at Elisha, and Elisha ain't did them nothing. Understand me? But people will see, they need a place to place all of their blame. When folk go outside of their way and they ruin their life, they don't want to take accountability for the fact that they ruined their life. When folk go outside of their way and they move in a way that is damaging to their own life, they don't want to take accountability for the damage that they brought to their life. So it's easier for them to project it. It's easier for them to gaslight. It's easier for them to team up and try that triangle abuse and make it seem as though you are the problem. And this is why high functioning spirit of discernment is so important. You gotta know who you are, because if you don't know who you are, then these things will most definitely, they will work on you. They will have you questioning, then I say that. They will have you questioning, then I do that. They will have you questioning, then I move that way. This is why you have to be mindful of how you move. You have to be mindful of what it is that you do. And when you show up, you have to show up with intentionality. I love you on purpose. When I show up in your life, I know exactly what I'm bringing to your life. I told them in Atlanta, I'll pop my collar, smooth up off of my shirt about who I am. One thing that you will never, ever, 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 ever be able to say is that I wasn't good to you. That you ain't learned something, that you did not receive something from me. Every relationship that I have with whomever, understand me, and that's from friendships, relationships, family ships, it's a beneficial thing. You gain something from your connection to me. Oh, I pour. Understand me, big pour. I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to learn you something. I am going to show you something. I will pop my collar, smooth up off of my shirt about who I am and how I show up in anybody's life. I take friendships and relationships and connections, I take them very seriously, right? I don't play with that. And if I can't be a good friend to you, I won't be your friend at all. If I can't be a good lover to you, then I won't try to love you at all. If I cannot do what is required, then I know how to miss out. I know how to step on up out the way. Understand me, might miss you, understand all of that, but I get with you. I don't do I'm not your void filler. Understand me, I don't take up space. I get right on up out of there. But here we are. They are upset with Elisha because Elisha ain't do nothing but tell them the truth. Understand me. So because of the drought that they're experiencing, because of what's happening in their life right now, they are all out for Elisha. So Ahab had beef with Elisha. He wants to unalive Elisha. He has been everywhere that he can possibly be because he's searching for Elisha. He's like, oh, when I get my hands on him, I'm going to turn him every which way but loose. When I get my paws on him, I'm putting hand and feet on Elisha when I see Elisha. So he got eyes out looking for Elisha. He got everybody out there trying to locate where this man is at, not because this man is in the wrong, but because you ruined your own life and you're looking for somebody to put the blame on. All he did was tell you the truth. Hey now, come here. Hey now, come here for a minute. Doesn't it sound familiar? Is anybody chosen family? Are y'all picking up pattern? Are y'all picking up pattern? Are y'all picking up pattern? Who else done nothing but suffered great? Who else done nothing but was sought after? Understand? Who else done nothing but was sought after? Well, does it not sound so much like Christ? Did he not go through the same exact thing? Like, wait a minute, why y'all hunting me down? Why y'all doing all this? That's right. There you go, Christina. Y'all doing all of this for little old me. Understand me? Like, I ain't did y'all nothing. I ain't did nothing but tell y'all the truth. I ain't did nothing but love y'all. I ain't did nothing but try to set y'all up for success. I ain't did nothing but trying to make sure that y'all was good. How in the world you want to put me on the cross? Why in the world you want to slander me? Why you want to belittle me? Why you want to do all of that to me? I ain't did nothing but tell you the truth. Understand me? That's all I done. And y'all mean to tell me, for somebody that told y'all the truth, this is going to be the outcome of that? Understand me? This is going to be what it is. Sometimes you're going to be crucified for the truth, baby. Hello. Sometimes you're going to be crucified for the truth. You're going to be ridiculed for the truth. You're going to be torn apart for the truth. You will be amazed how many folk don't want you to tell your truth. They get so upset about you telling your truth. They be so bothered by you telling your truth. They want you to be button lip over there. They don't want you to take none of their business up out of that house. Understand me? They want to paint the picture and keep the image squeaky clean. They want to make sure that your mouth forever stays shut. They don't need you saying nothing about nothing. And the moment that you do, trying to open up your mouth and speak your truth, they'll go outside of their way to call you a liar. They'll go outside of their way to say you're making it up. They'll go outside of their way to try to discredit you. They'll go out of their way to try to shun you. They'll go outside of their way to try to outcast you. They'll go out of their way to try to exile you. They'll go out of their way to try to treat you like the black sheep, all because of the fact that you simply know the truth. My truth bother you to your core. My truth exposes who you are at your core self. That's the reason why they don't want you to say nothing. Understand me? And this, come on, that's good. Just because it's the truth. Just because it's the truth. He done nothing but tell them the truth. But some folk can't handle you telling the truth because they already know how your truth is going to expose their lie. They already know this already. So they want you to be quiet. They want you to be quiet because as long as you are quiet, they are able to spread that lie like wildfire. And they're able to do more damage. And they're able to continue to move how they've been moving. That's why they don't want you to say nothing. So they can continue with that same type of behavior. It says, now the famine was severe in Samaria. Verse 3, and Ahab had summoned Obiam, his palace administrator. Obiam was a devoted believer in the Lord. Now, remember when I said, this is not a comfortable come up. Remember that I said that this is not a comfortable come up. Put it inside of the chat. Put it in the chat. This is not this spiritual journey, your healing journey, your self-love journey. Understand me, your emotional rebuilding journey, baby. This is not going to be a comfortable come up. Come in, Natalie. You see where I'm going with this, right? Now, hear this one more time. Hear this one more time. Hear this one more time for me real quick. It says Ahab had summoned Obiam, right? When he summons him, thank you so much, Robin, for the CA this morning. He says he is his palace administrator. Obiam was a devoted believer in the Lord. Pause right there. Put your mental pause. Now hold on, coach. What are you saying to me? Obiam happens to be, hear me real quick. Obiam happens to be in what kind of situation, Amanda Panda? Where he in? He is in a David-like situation, right? David was inside the palace with Saul, and he was over there dodging spears. I'm here to help you, and you doing everything in your power to hurt me. Understand me? This is not a comfortable come up. Now here he go. He's over here in the palace with Ahab, and Ahab is over here wanting to unalive Elisha. And here he is, a devoted believer in the Lord. Here you is, and you over here, and you working for the enemy, but you're devoted to Christ. You're working for the enemy, but you're devoted for Christ. You're working for the enemy, but you're devoted to Christ. Understand me? And I have to to explain this to so many people all the time when they be like, oh, social media is so wicked. Social media is the devil's playground. And I can't believe y'all do this and believe y'all do that. Baby, I am devoted to Christ, but understand me, I'm employed. I'm over here employed by the enemy. Understand me, this is a platform that I have to use to be able to pour into the people that are actually devoted to Christ. This is not a comfortable come up. Do you know how uncomfortable it is to actually jump on here every day and give a word, telling people to fast, telling people to pray, telling people to worship, when you got all these other platforms that's telling them not to? Can you imagine how hard it is to get up, how ballsy you gotta be to get up and do this? To first of all be a black woman, to be a lesbian woman that is out, that's over here in a black t-shirt and a do-rag, when you got everybody that's ready to rip you to shreds, to judge you, call you an angry black woman, way too aggressive, way too passionate, and I can't take nothing from nobody that live how they live. Understand me, you have to go against the grain. You have to really be devoted to show up that way. It's an uncomfortable come up. It's an uncomfortable come up. And you ain't got to be doing nothing but telling people the truth. It's important for you to love you. You ain't got to be doing nothing but telling people the truth. It's important for you to prioritize you. It's important for you to see your worth, to value yourself. It's important for you to have a relationship with yourself and a relationship with God. All I got to do is tell you the truth, and you get ridiculed, you get slandered, you get belittled, you get ripped to shreds, all for just simply telling the truth. Never mind everything else. Is she telling the truth? Yeah, is she telling the truth? Is she giving you sound doctrine or not? Is she giving you a word or not? Is it fulfilling or not? Are you walking away inspired or not? Are you walking away motivated or not? Is she doing what she was called to do or not? If you take out all of that, what about this? And they don't ever want to talk about this. They don't ever want to know about this. They only want to know, you only want to know about that. I don't want to know about that. I don't want to talk about that. If you take all of that out, because none of that has absolutely nothing to do with the word that you're receiving. Are you receiving the word? Are you receiving the teaching? Is she doing her job or not? Understand me. And all Elisha was doing was his job, but this is not a comfortable come up. So I don't want you to think that when you get in alliance with God, when you get in partnership with God, that it's going to be a comfortable come up, because David went through it. Elisha is now also in this situation, him in Opium. Opium is a palace administrator for Ahab, but he's devoted to the Lord. You talk about uncomfortable. You're talking about really being in a pickle. You're talking about really having your back up against the wall. You talk about really being torn in between the two. Huh? You talk about a, oh my God, how did I get here type of moment. Verse 4. While Jezebel was unaliving off the Lord's prophets, Opium had taken 100 prophets and hidden them in 2 caves, 50 in each, and had supplied them with food and water. Now, here you are, Opium, a palace administrator. Jezebel is out here running rapid. She's out here unaliving everybody that believe in the Lord. She's unaliving all of the prophets. She's doing them dirty right now. Understand me? And this right here, oh baby, this right here, this is what she's doing. This is the mission. This is the goal. This is what she got going on. Jezebel almost sound like Paul. Almost sound like Saul before he came Paul, right? She over here running a whole ring over here. You talking about a Rico? She running a real life Rico right here, right? So now in this moment, Opium actually works for her. Do you see what I'm saying when I say that you have to surrender your life for his? Come on, you better teach. Yeah, I love me. I love me, baby. Yeah, yo. I'm invisible. This is a self conversation right here. This is self conversation right here. Listen. Come back. Yeah. Do you? I do. I love me. I love me a lot. Listen, let me. Do you hear what I say when I say sometimes you have to surrender your life if you're going to be on this journey? If you're going to be on this journey and you're going to be doing what it is that you have to surrender your life for his. Do you imagine where he's placing his life to make sure that this word that you see how he's changed his life?
life, like he's putting his life on the line. He's risking his own life. This right here, what he's doing, taking these prophets, he got 2 caves. He got 100 of them. He have 50 in each one of them. He's supplying them with food and with water. Understand me? He's going against what he was told to do. The enemy says, I want to unalive him, but God says, I got to protect him. Understand me? He puts them inside of a cave. You got 2 caves. You got 50 in each one of these caves. Understand me? Now he knows the repercussion and the consequence of this, but he decides to do it anyway. Understand me? What are you saying? God is not a God that follows these protocols. He's not a God that follows their traditions. Understand me? His teaching and their traditions does not match. This is what he said. This is just not Jesus' word. Are we not witnessing in real time exactly what Jesus was trying to teach us over there when he was talking about the Pharisees? He says their teaching and my teaching and their traditions, oh, they don't mix. Understand me? It's like oil and water. Understand me? It just don't mix. What they talking about, what they do, that's not for me. Opium understands. He understands the assignment. He knows exactly what he's doing right now, right? He's over there. I know the chance that I'm taking. So in other words, what you're telling us, when you're talking about real life restoration, you got to be a risk taker. If you're not a risk taker, sit down. This ain't going to be your portion. Hey, come here. Wait a minute. Come here. Listen, in order for you to experience real life restoration, I wanted to run that risk taker, but that the air in my lung wouldn't get right for me. Don't even worry about it, because when I run it back, you gonna get it, right? You gonna get it when I come back. Now listen, I want you to be able, right, to be able to experience real life restoration the way that you need to get that real life restoration. You gonna have to be a risk taker, baby. If you're one of those ones that want to play it safe, I want you to know, go sit down. This right here, this ain't your portion, baby. This ain't your season. Understand me? This right here, this ain't for you right here. This right here, this ain't for you. Remember when God was sending, when everybody was about to go to war, and Gideon had all of those soldiers. He had all of those folks that was out there that was going to war with him, right? And he had all of them. He said some of them scared. Some of them don't even want to really be here. So those of you that are afraid, those of you that want to go back home, those of you that already have made up your mind that this right here, this ain't for you, go ahead and go back to the crib. And all of them had started turning around and they was going back to the crib. Understand me, this is your opportunity right now for you to go ahead and turn around. This is the opportunity right now for you to go ahead and take a seat. If you already know that you ain't about to scrap, if you ain't about to squabble, if you're not about to square up with nothing, if you're not about to lock eyes with the adversary, if you are not willing to go to war with hell, if you already know that you're not going to war with hell, if you already know for a fact that you're not going to do what needs to be done, because baby, I rock with those that's ready to do the necessary. Do not let the necessaries, understand, don't let it come to that. I run with a whole bunch of folk that be like, don't let it come to that. If it got to come to that, don't let it come to that, because if it comes to that, all the way, we're going to run out. The only thing that we know how to do is go too far. We're going to take it above and beyond every single time. And this is what you have to be in your life. You have to be a certified risk taker in your life. You have to have that thing down in you. This can't be on you. It got to be in you. You got to be willing to scrap. You got to be willing to squabble all the way up. However, listen, I don't mind. You have to be willing to do that. Certified, legal, spiritual crash out. A certified, legal crash out. Bet not send me. You have to wake up like, hey, bet not send me. Yeah, understand, like certified, legal. Spiritual crash out. When you say that it's certified, understand me, it's approved by God. It's legal. He's already stamped it already. A crash out for him. Divine takedown, strategically planned, already put together. I'm about to be standing up there, arms folded up like Jehoshaphat on the edge of the mountain, watching my adversary, watching the opposition, watching everything that's coming up against me, watching it sit out there and destroy itself. I'm talking divine takedown. Understand me, you have to be a risk taker though. You have to be willing to go to war. You can't be those folks that say, oh yeah, I'm scared, I'm ready to go home. Oh, this thing got too much for me. Oh, it's a little bit too much of a struggle. Oh, that requires way too much. Oh, I didn't know I was going to have to pray like that. Oh, I didn't know I was going to have to fast like that. I didn't know we was going to have to study like that. I didn't really know what the requirements was. I got over there and that program is too structured. It is too strict. They got to do too much. You ain't seen the way life. Come on. He divide them up, put them over. Yeah, you must ain't seen the way life be out here life, and you ain't here. Come on. You need all the prayer that you can get. Every program that is keeping you connected, should already be signed up for. You should already, should nobody have to beg you to get it done. That should be on the top of your list. Understand me, I'm not eating McDonald's this month because I got to make sure I protect my subscription. I got to make sure I stay locked in. I got to make sure that I stay committed. I got to make sure that I'm showing up. Ain't nothing that you going to do that I'm going to miss. Understand me, notifications already turned on. Ain't nothing that's going to be taught that I'm not going to be sitting front row. Matter of fact, they done wrote my name on my desk. When I come into virtual class, they already know, don't be crowding around my desk, don't touch my desk, none of that. My desk is almost like my sanctuary. Understand me, I'm front row to it. Got my notepad, got my ink pen, got my highlighter. When you hoop and holler, I'm hooping and hollering. I'm spinning this office chair all the way up off the wheels every single time. I'm not about to play. Understand me, that's how you should be showing up about your life, your development, and what you want out of this thing right here. Yeah, I ain't turning nothing loose until you give me what's mine. He is over here and he's like, I'm a risk taker. Understand me, I'm out here, I'm hiding them, even though I know the consequence of it. I know what can happen in behind this. I know what it is that I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. I like him. I like him. I got a couple of them. I got a couple of them. He said, I'm with you. Whatever, however you want to go about it, Coach. That's what we're going to, that's what you say we're going to do. Right? So while Jezebel was unaliving all of the Lord's prophets, Ovium had taken 100 prophets and hidden them in a cave, 50 in each, and supplied them with food and water. Right? Over here. And then it says, Ahab has said to Opium, go through the land to all the springs and the valley. Maybe we can find some grass to keep the horses and the mules alive so we will not have to unalive any of our animals. Now, when I got to verse 5, I ain't going to tell you no lie, Natalie. The way I was up in here turning up, I was super excited. Understand me? I was super excited because, I heard something in my shanana that just stood out so much. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just asked me what you heard. Just say, somebody in my chat, just be like, well, what you heard? I want to tell y'all so bad what I heard, but I need y'all crowd participation, so I need y'all to put in my chat what I heard. I need y'all to ask me what I heard. Because I want crowd participation. Double tap on my screen. I think we're going to do a smooth 300 over here on the TikTok today. We're going to do 300K. I said we do 300K. Double tapping on that screen. Over there on the Book of Many Faces, we are at 959. Go ahead and get us to 1,500. Let's get to 1,500. The goal is 2K. So let's get to 1,500 real quick. And over on that. Come on, IG. Go ahead and give us some love. Let's get 5 badges going. Somebody asked me what I heard. Let's get 5 badges on the gram real quick. What I heard. Now, this is what I heard since y'all asked, since y'all want to know, since y'all want to hang out with me a little bit now. Now, keep in mind, he got 100. He has 100 of the Lord's prophets, and he have them over there inside of the caves, right? And he is supplying 100 of the prophets with food and water. How in the world are you supplying 100 of the Lord's prophets with food and water, but you don't even have no food and water to give over there to the mules, and you tracing the screams to get water to take over there to them? Understand me, what I heard in that was God is always going to supply. I never seen the righteous. Y'all better get it how I got it. Come on. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor seed begging bread. Understand me. How is it over here? Listen. Talk to me. You have to talk to me real nice. That's heavy footwork right there. Right, Crystal? That's heavy footwork right there. That right there, yeah, that don't happen with everybody. That's heavy footwork right there. Come on, Gigi McGrose. Appreciate you. Friends say, talk to them. I'm trying to learn them something. Listen, understand me. If you read verse 4, what does it say in verse 4? It says he hid. Understand me. He hid them over in the cave, 50 in each one. That's 100 of the Lord's prophet that he supplied food and water. And then the person that he works for, because he's in the palace administrator, say, go out and I want you to go find food. I want you to go find water. How is he finding food and water for the animals, but he's feeding 100 prophets? I've never seen the righteous forsaken, or seed begging bread. This morning, my devotion was, the Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. Do you see how the scripture is being fulfilled? Do you see? Yeah. Sit down. Sit down. I ain't never seen them run on the ground. I ain't never seen them take off running on the ground. Hold up. Y'all in the praise break? Wait a second. Y'all got to catch up. IG is praise breaking right now. I ain't never seen them run on the ground. Wait a minute. It's the first time for hey, y'all caught it how I caught it. Take off. You know what I'm saying? We in the praise break. Y'all got to wait a second. I know y'all at work, but tell your supervisor, church finger. Put your church finger up and let them know I'll be right back real quick. Understand me. Run to the bathroom. Go ahead and get it in. Hey, listen, this is what's happening in this moment, right? How? And he says, the Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. I'm lacking nothing. I've never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. In this moment, God is doing what? He's supplying like he's always supplied. How in the world do you have food and water to give 100 prophets, but then the animals that's out here, they starving? You don't have nothing. You going out there and man, come on. You cannot tell me nothing about the God that we serve. He says if we don't want to have to unalive our animals. We don't want to have to unalive our animals. Understand me. And when I saw that part about the unaliving of the animals, wait a minute. I know they still in praise break real quick, but if you still sitting down, this part is for you right here. Understand me. I want you to know that you will not be the sacrifice. Go ahead and tear it up. There you go. You can tear it up right there. Some people, they was waiting on their part. That wasn't your part, but this is your part. You will, in this season, you will not be the sacrifice. Understand me. He says, I don't want to have to unalive our animals. Understand me. You do not have to be the sacrifice in this season. You are well fed. You got your water. You got everything. This is not your season of sacrifice. This will not be the season that will destroy you. This will not be the season that will unalive you. This will not be the season that will drain you. This will not be the season that will drag you. Understand me. You will not be the sacrifice. That's right. Oh, yes. Come on. Yeah. Okay. All right. We pausing. We pausing right. Yeah, I'm taking a break with y'all. Come on, yeah. You have to know. Come on. We all at yours. Yeah. That's something. This is not. Yeah, I will not be the sacrifice. He didn't say anything about unaliving the prophets because he's talking about unaliving. Understand me over here. The animals. Amanda, sit down. Hey, come. Yeah. No, stand up. Just stand up. Right. So now, hey, ain't that something? I will not be the sacrifice. I will not be. You have to really declare that over your life. You have to read that for the scripture that it is, Christina. Look at y'all. Y'all don't want to act right. Y'all don't want to act right. The word is beautiful. Y'all don't want to act right, but you have to put yourself inside of this word. I will not be the sacrifice. You have to declare that over your life. You have to walk in that. You have to speak that. You have to see that over your whole life. I will not be the sacrifice in this season. Understand me. Yeah. You will unalive those animals before you unalive me, baby. Understand me. You will lose some stuff before I lose. I need for you to know that. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Divine takedown. Very strategic with the way that he protects you, very strategic with the way that he shields you, very strategic in the way that he comes down for you. What did I tell y'all on yesterday? I said we serve a God that's willing to lay a mountain flat in behind you. Understand me, he don't play about you. And we see that right here. We see that right here. In verse 4, you're talking about feeding 100 prophets. In verse 5, you're talking about how they ain't got no food and water. So they divided the land. Verse 6. Hey, come on. We got some time. We got some time. Y'all gotta sit down. Y'all gonna say it's me. We don't get to 10. Y'all gonna say it's me. Come on now. Sit down a little bit. Sit down. That's some good. Like friends said, wait a minute. You gonna do us like that and then tell us to sit down? You gonna turn us up like that and then tell us to sit down? We can't sit down yet. I'm sorry. We can't sit down yet. You want us to sit down? I'm trying to give you the rest. I'm trying to get y'all want to be Pentecostal today so bad. Why y'all want to be? I thought we was doing non-denominational today. Today is Wednesday. Y'all want to be Pentecostal so bad. Y'all know y'all. Listen, we got folks slung out all over the place. virtually, white cloths threw across their legs. Understand, we got folk that were laid back in the bed. Now they just sat all the way up there on the edge of their bed real quick. They rocking back and forth. You got folks standing up in their office. They didn't clutch that. Yeah, they doing this here. People over there trying to figure out why they hugging themselves so tight. You got folks standing up in the bathroom inside the stall, ain't using the bathroom, but over there with tears running down their face like, oh, I just thank you that I'm not the sacrifice. I just thank you that you're coming through for me. I just thank you that you're making a way for me. I just thank you that you're opening doors for me. You got folk that pulled over on the side of the road this morning and they like, yo, I just pulled over to say thank you. I just pulled over to say that I appreciate the love and the kindness. Your heart overflowing with gratitude. You got folk in their cubicles right now. They over there spinning around everybody trying to figure out what's going on with your chair because your chair got a little squeak to it. So every time you spin, they hear your squeaking. You like, yo, you got to tear that chair up, and I am. You got to think about how good he acts. When I think about how good, some of y'all got that person on, that person been over there on that hold. You working in a call center, and that person been on hold for 20 minutes because you can't get yourself together. You can't even get your thoughts right over there. The only thing that you thinking about is, I thank you. Understand me? You ever been so deep down in your praise? Hear me when I say this. You ever been so deep down in your praise that the only thing that you can say is, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Why? Because I thank you. That covers everything. That covers everything. You be so deep inside of you, be like, I just thank you. I just thank you. That's it. I just thank you for whatever is going to happen. I just thank you. Whatever's going to be, thank you. You just be so deep in it, you just can't get your words together. You're like, I don't know what I'm going to tell these people when I get back on the phone. I just need to know that I thank you. I thank you. I praise you. I give you honor. I give you glory because you did not have to do it. Understand me, but I'm so grateful for the fact that you did in spite of me, in spite of the decisions that I made and the positions that I put myself in. I just thank you. Understand me? That's when you're in deep worship. You can't even get no words together. It's just, I thank you. That's it. That's all. You walk. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to tell you, hey, be careful. Yes, come on. All right. We got to act right, y'all, because we only on verse 6. We got 4 more to go before we get to our pause for the day. We got 4 more. She said, wait a minute, because I'm sliding down the wall. Hey, friend, I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to be cool, right? And y'all want to keep cutting up. And I ain't never seen the gram cut up the way the gram is cutting up today. I must got some new folks over there. Y'all like a good word today. Listen. I want to, Nicole, why you laughing? I'm trying to get to the 6th verse. I'm trying to make it to the 6th verse, Miss Flowers. They won't let me move. They won't let me get over there talking about on the floor in my office. Child, them people's going to think you crazy. Them people's going to think you crazy over there on that floor. Come on, Dana. Y'all, listen, I'm trying to make it over there. Now, in the 6th verse, sit down. Shoot, trying to get right over here. Yeah, she done in Dollar Tree. Friends, she in Dollar Tree trying to get her life together. Hold on. All right, now y'all, we about to move now. We about to move to the next. We about to move to verse 6. We about to move to verse 6. Tia, sit down. You know you with child. Okay, sit down real quick. Now, listen, we about to go here, right? So it said, so they divided the land, so they were covered. Ahab going in one direction and Obiam in the other. Now they desperate, so desperate for food. They so down bad for food that they didn't split up, right? Both of them are working for Jezebel now. They split up because now they got to go out here and they got to go find food and they got to go find water, because if they don't find the food and the water, they're going to have to unalive their animals. Understand that. You ever had somebody looking for something and they already knew what it was? What you trying to tell us, Coach? Because I got to watch how I talk to y'all, because y'all the type of folk that like a good word. And if I say this, I don't know if we're going to even make it to 10 today. Y'all, let me tell y'all this, right? Y'all ever had somebody over there and they looking for something and we're helping you look for something that they already know exactly where it's at? Have y'all ever had somebody, understand me, that's helping you look for something and they already know where it's at? Listen, what you trying to tell us? Sometimes you got to be quiet. Understand me? Sometimes you got to shh. Sometimes you have to zip it. Sometimes you have to know exactly what's going on, but you ain't there yet. It's not that you playing slow. It's not that you playing crazy. It's not that you playing delusional at all, but everything ain't for everybody. He know exactly where the food at. He know exactly where the water at, because he's already supplying it to 100 of the prophets that's up there in them 2 caves that he out there hiding out, right? But now at the same time, he got to play his part. And that's what I be trying to tell y'all every day. You're going to have to learn how to what? Play your part. You will have to learn how about you. The right hand should not know what the left hand is over there doing. You should not have all your cards on the table. You should not be over there oversharing and overdoing with nobody. Understand me. And this is a part that he has played beautifully. He out there. Okay, I'm acting right. He out there helping them look for what he already knows. He zip it. This is the season of being quiet and being focused. Everything that I got, I need. Understand me, zip it. This is a season of being quiet. Everything that you got, everybody don't need to know what you got. Everybody shouldn't be in your finances. Everybody should not be in your life, in your business, or none of that. Understand me, you have to learn how to zip it. You will be amazed the moment that folk know that you got something, all of a sudden how much of a need that they have. They don't have a need until they know that you got. They don't have a struggle until they know that you got. They don't have an issue until they know that you got. And the moment that they know that you have it, understand me, is the moment that you start hearing about every struggle, every trial, every tribulation, everything that they going through. No. Keep that same energy that you had before you knew that I had it. Because one thing's for sure, two things for certain is I'm not about to speak about it. He knew how to be quiet. He knew how to zip it. He knew, yes, come on. As Opium was walking alone, Elisha met him. Opium recognized him, bowed down to the ground and said, "Is it really you, my Lord Elisha?" Opium is out here walking, looking for the food and the water for the animals. Run into Elisha. He's out here by himself. Now keep in mind, they on a search for Elisha. They want to do Elisha something dirty. He runs into him, and when he runs into him, right, he recognizes him and says, "Wait a minute, is it really you, my Lord Elisha?" Remember, he is devoted to the Lord. He knows exactly who Elisha is, and he also knows what Elisha represents, which is reason for his greeting. The way he greeted him, that way is because he knows Elisha's connection to God. He knows Elisha's relationship to God. So when he greeted him with reverence. When he greeted him, understand me, with that handle on that. Wait a minute. And this is what I tell people today. Understand me, when you greet men and women of God, that there's a certain way that you are to carry yourself. There's a certain way that you should be presenting yourself at all times. Understand me, there's a certain way, a right and a wrong way to do anything. Understand me, it has to be decent and it has to be in order. And I like the way that he done this right here. He says, "Wait a minute, is it really you, my Lord Elisha?" Verse 8, he says, "Yes." He replied, "Go tell your master, Elisha is here. You ain't got to go looking for me. Here I go." In 2026, if you're going to experience restoration, you're going to have to stop running. Come back. Come back. Yeah. That spirit of fear, you're going to have to shut that down. If you're trying, come here. Don't start it up now. Listen, if you're going to experience real life restoration in 2026, this is the season where you're going to have to square all the way up. This is the season, 10 toes to the ground, eyeball to eyeball. You have to go and understand me, the adversary know. Oh, let your master know I'm here. Understand me, let that trial know I am here. Let that dark hour know that I am here. Let that valley know that I am here. Let that affliction know that I am here. Understand me, go ahead and let hell know that I am here. Suited and booted, baby. Full armor of God. Properly placed. Understand me, you have to let them know. Go let them know that I'm here. I'm not dodging no smoke. I'm not ducking nothing. Understand me, not running from nothing. Not operating with that spirit of fear in no type of way, shape, or form. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. However it's going to be is what it's going to be. But if you're waiting on me to break down, that ain't happening. If you're waiting on me to throw in the towel, that's not happening. If you're waiting on me to wave a white flag, that's not happening. If you're waiting on me to surrender and give it up to you, that right there, that's not happening. Understand me, you have to send the message the same way that Elisha sent that message. He said, "Let your master know that Elisha, let him know I'm here." Understand me. You know how committed, you know how locked in you gotta be. You know how much anointing you have to actually carry. Do you know how you really gotta be backed by heaven for you to go, hey, come here. Yo, Miss Benny, wait a minute. I'm trying to tell them something. You really, hold on. You really got to be backed by heaven. You really got to be backed by heaven for you. Tia, sit down, you with child. Hear me when I say this, right? To go into the enemy's territory, that's what we're doing. To go into the enemy's territory, Bernice, that's what we're doing. That's what we do. We're in a season where you ain't got to look for us. I'm coming to where you are. I heard you was looking for me. One thing, I'm not dodging no smoke. I'm not ducking no action. Understand me. Whatever it is going to be, that's what it's going to be. He didn't went to the enemy's territory. You ain't even got to go look for me. Understand? Here I am. He is, yes, I'm talking about divinely selected, dripping in oil. Understand me. He is ready. I'm ready to do however you want to go about it. This is what it's going to be. He says, go let your master know Elisha is here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Some of y'all are in that season right now in your life where that's verse 8. You in that season of your life right now where you're like, you know what? I'm so tired of running and I'm so tired of ducking and dodging and I'm so tired of all the back and forth. I'm ready to, that's that tug in your spirit. You just having an Elijah type of moment. You may not have known what it was until now, but that's what it is. That's why it's so hard for you to keep quiet in situations that you know that it's not right. You find yourself speaking up about it. That's the reason why you won't bite your tongue the way that you used to bite your tongue, because it's hard for you not to call it out for what it really and truly is. It's hard for you not to hold folk accountable. It's hard for you not to tell folk, hey, yes, go to hell expeditiously, quick, fast, in a hurry. Understand me. Yeah, this is where we depart. This right here, this is our final conversation, and you actually mean it, and you walk smooth on off. You walk smooth off. And when I say off, that ain't just away from the conversation. They don't even realize that they're never going to speak to you again. They don't even realize that right there, that is finished. That right there, that is complete. That right there, that is finito. That right there, that won't even be happening no more. You have already come. That's it. That's all. We wrapping that all the way up and moving on about your business, right? That right there, that's it. It's no more to that. This is what I'm saying. You're in that season of life where you can't even pretend with people anymore. I'm here. What we doing? It's either you are or you are not. It's either you are or you are not. That's it, that's all. But that stuck in the middle, that shady gray, that straddling the fence, we ain't doing none of that. He said, let them know I'm here. You have to let whatever it is that you face know I'm here. Whatever I got to deal with, I got to deal with. However I have to go about it, I'm going to have to go about it. Whatever my portion is, that's my portion. And I'm going to have to do what I got to do to be able to handle my portion. Because that's a part of partnership. Verse 9 says, what have I done wrong? Obiam asked that you are handling your servant, you're handing over your servant to Ahab to be put to unaliving. He's asking Elisha, what have I done wrong that you want to hand me over to Ahab? What I did that you want to hand me over? Wait. What I done? He don't even realize that this ain't even about him. He don't even realize that this has absolutely nothing to do with him, that this is God's plan unfolding right here in front of his eyes. This has nothing, unfolding right there in front of his eyes. He's thinking that Elisha have come there to do him something because of all the misinformation that he's been hearing from other folk. It's like, wait a minute, what? Verse 10. Now, because keep in mind, Ahab won't Elisha. Him and Obiam, they not the same. Make sure you keep that in mind. He says, as surely as the Lord your God lives, there is no nation or kingdom where my master has not sent someone looking for you. And whatever nation or kingdom claimed you were there, he made them swear they could not find you. In other words, Opium is saying to Elisha, like, we've been looking high and we've been looking low for you, and nobody could find you. We have been everywhere, up under every nook, up under every cranny, looking for you, and nobody could have found you. And everybody have swore, understand me, by their own life that, listen, that they could not find you. They did not know where you were. Do you know what it's going to look like if I go back and tell them that you are here? Understand me. And then when they come back, if you're not here, can you imagine what's going to happen to me? They are going to unalive me. Understand me? So now he's already putting his life at risk, right? He's already putting his life at risk by hiding the 100 prophets inside of the cave already. But now this is where the rubber really hits the road. This is where it really gets deep at right here. Now he's like, wait a minute. I'm already doing my part. I'm already participating. But this here, oh, wait a minute. This right here. Hey. Now you asking me to do a whole heap. I'm doing something, but I don't know if I want to do it that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this is what I'm just putting it into 2026 as to what his emotions is in this moment. He's like, whoa, do you know what can happen to me? Do you know the severity, the consequence of what will actually happen to me in this moment, right? He said, we've been looking for you high and low, Elisha, and nobody could have found you. This man is after you. And if I go back and do this, surely I'm going to be punished for this. Verse 11 says, but now you tell me, go tell my master and say Elisha is here. Now they did all this looking for you high and low and did all of this stuff, and I've seen some of the worst things happen to some of these folks. Now you want me to, wait a minute, you want me to go over there and tell them that you here? What about me? What about how is this going to impact me? What is going to be the outcome of this for me? How is this going to be for me? And I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be some times where you're going to receive instructions that don't make no sense to you. Understand me, there's going to be some instructions that you're going to receive from God. They're not going to sit well with your spirit. You're going to be over there like, wait a minute, Lord, why that? Why that and why me? Why is it that I'm chosen to do such a thing? Like, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to do that. Do you know the risk that is? Do you know? Yeah. Do you know? Listen, I put all this work over here. I done did all of this and all of that, and I done set all of this up. If I walk away from all of this and I start all the way over, you do know that I'm going to have nothing. You do know I'm going to walk away with nothing. You do know I'm wait a minute. How? Wait. Girl, wait a minute. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Can we negotiate a little bit? Can we come back to the table a little bit? What did I tell you in boot camp? Looking in your cup. When you start your spiritual journey, understand me, God is only going to place bit by bit, piece by piece of what your next direction is going to be inside of that cup, because he already knows that you are not strong enough to handle the whole portion. See, you not Jesus. Jesus could see his whole life inside the cup. You can only get it piece by piece because he already knows the nature of us. Understand me? So he's like, yeah. Some of y'all start y'all spiritual journey and get too scared to look in the cup. And he's like, wait a minute. Do you know what's going to happen to me if I do that? If I do that, whoa. That means I'm going to have to start all the way over. Sometimes you have to be willing to start all the way over. Understand me? Sometimes you have to be willing to hit a reset. Sometimes you have to be willing to risk it all just to be able to have that level of joy, that level of peace, that level of sound mind in your life. And a lot of times when you're willing to walk away from everything that you have over there that you built out of preference and come over here and start operating in purpose, you will see it back tenfold. All of this is what you done well, what you was trained to do, what you went to school to do, what you got the certification, the certificates and whatnot. All of that is that, but that does not even measure up to what God can do for you over here when you start operating in purpose. Understand me, if you thought preference was good to you, you can only imagine what purpose will actually do for you. If you thought your preference, what you do well, if you thought that was producing for you in your life and it had you in a place where you wasn't struggling in your life and you was able to do certain things, imagine what it's like to actually be operating in purpose and doing exactly what God has called you to do. Understand me, following his rules, following his guidelines all the way. If you think preference paid you, okay, Oh yeah, if you think, yes, come on. If you think preference paid you well, understand me, preference pay you based on the salary of that job. Can I break it down? I'm already outside and I'm already over my time, so I might as well do it. I told you if I'm gonna go anywhere, it's gonna be too far. So I'm gonna go too far, right? Okay, so if you ever go and you looking for a job and you put that job, they're gonna give you the pay. This is the top pay for this particular position. So if you sign up for this position, this is the top pay. So let's say this is a $75,000. This is how much you're going to be able to make over here on this job. You got all the certification, you have all the backing, you have all the certificates and everything that you need. This is what your preference is going to get you. This is what you worked all those years for. So even though you put in all of that work and you got all of these degrees and everything else, you got all these student loans as well. So yes, you will be able to get the job and you will be able to pay your bills, but the remaining portion of the money that you have left, you might be able to go out to eat on a Friday, but that's only one day out of the week that you're going to really be able to eat good. You're going to be budgeting the other 6 days of that week. However, the rest of that change that you have, you're going to have enough money to put some gas inside of your car and also make sure you put something on that student loan. That's what you're going to be able to do when you're operating in preference, right? This is my preference. I set up my life to make sure that I was able to operate in my preference, right? And that's just me giving most of the time how it happens, right? I'm not saying that that's the way that it is for everybody in life, but for majority of the people that live this way, they say, you know what? She just ran down my whole entire budget because, baby, that's me. After all the bills and everything has been paid, I see what day that I'm going to be able to take myself out, and then I also have to pay on my student loans, and I have to put gas in my car, and I'm budgeting for the remaining 6 days of the week. All right. But when we start talking about purpose, right? When you start talking about purpose work, it's completely different. The payoff is different. There's no cap on the amount of money that you can make. Over here, there's a cap on it. This is how much we pay people with that bachelor's. This is how much we pay you over here when you have your master's. This is how much we pay you over here when you have your doctorate. Over here, there's no limit to what you're able to receive over here. Understand me, when you start operating in purpose, I will have things falling in your lap that you ain't never thought will fall in your lap. I will have opportunities coming to you that you never thought that you would be able to see. I will have you living on levels that you never, ever in your life thought that you will ever live on. And when I say pressed down, shaking together, and running over, your ends will not meet. They will wrap around each other. Understand me, your cupboard will not just be stacked. It will be overflowing. You will have canned goods now stacked all across the floor. And whenever you open the door, you have to brace yourself to make sure nothing falls out of it. Understand me, this is the type of stuff that God does in your life. I gives a good overflow. You ain't got to worry about paying $20 and $30 at the gas station when you pull up. You just say, fill it all the way up. Whatever the cost is, I know it's going to be covered. I'm not buying gas. It's an overflow. Fill it all the way till you can't feel it no more. I don't like stopping by the gas station. I'm talking about when you're operating in purpose, when you're living in purpose, when you are in spiritual contract with the Most High God. You will walk into a room that you already know, I ain't got no business being in this room. Don't have none of the stuff that everybody else have, but somehow, some way, understand me, you standing up in the same room, in the same environment that they right there in. I'm talking about real life purpose work. This is what God will do. He will place you in places that you ain't never thought that you were supposed to be in, wasn't qualified to be in, but you will be right there with everybody else. This is what's happening over here with my man. My man said, listen, all these folks been out here looking for you. Ain't nobody been able to find you. This right here is an uncomfortable come up. I don't know what's about to happen in my life. I don't know why you chose me to do the job. I don't know why I'm over here, but I had a good job. I had a good job, right? I got a good job. I am an administrator in the palace. Ain't nobody trying to do me nothing. I'm able to feed my honey prophets. I got hid out over there in them caves. Ain't nobody bothering me. You come over here and you give me an assignment like that, and now you put my head on the chopping block. Sometimes that's what it feels like. Like, why are you doing this to me? Why this assignment for me? Why this got to be my portion? Or being like, man, I'm an administrator in the palace. Ain't nobody checking for me. My job is a cake job. I got the office window. I'm looking out on a beautiful grass. Why? This is an uncomfortable come up. Your restoration is an uncomfortable come up. He says, if I don't know where, the Spirit of the Lord may carry you when you leave. If I go tell Ahab and he doesn't find you, he will unalive me. Yet I, your servant, have worshiped the Lord since the youth. He's letting Elisha know again the severity of what it is that he's asking him to do. He's like, let me make this plain to you. If I step out here like this, if I do this, what you're asking me to do, and then you disappear on me, you do know that this is going to cost me my life. If I step out like this and you switch on me and you change on me and you become something else after I done put my whole life on the line, you do know the severity of how this is going to damage me. You do. Anybody understand that? Is that sitting with anybody? They want you to do something so bad. You like, listen, if I do this, you bet not change on me. You bet not switch on me. You bet not become somebody else on me. Understand me. If I uproot everything that I am, everything that I do, following you and what you talking about, and you change on me, oh, whoa. Yo. Anybody know that? You experience that? You like, yo, wait a minute. Like, that's the reason why a lot of people be moving like how they be moving, because they like, yo, I can't afford for that right there to try to happen like that. And I do all of this, what it is that I'm doing. And then, wait a minute, hold on. He says, and then everybody been looking for you. Understand me. They've been looking for you, and this thing been so serious about you. They willing to unalive anybody that come and say this and you not there. So he's letting them know that in verse 12, he says, I don't know where the Spirit of the Lord may carry you when you leave from here. In other words, he's acknowledging the fact, I know that I know that you led by the Spirit of God. I'm acknowledging your connection to God. I'm acknowledging who and what you are in this moment. Understand me. And I don't know where God is going to lead you from this place, but I do know that if I go tell him this and you're not here when I get back, then surely he's going to unalive me. Yet I, your servant, have worshiped the Lord since the youth. He's letting them know, I've been worshiping God all my life. In other words, this is his way of saying that, but nevertheless, let your will be done. Is that not what Jesus said too? If there's another way that you can take this cup, if there's another way that you can give them redemption, but nevertheless, I'll put my life on the line for it. Nevertheless, I'll do what you instructed me to do. I just want you to know the harm that it's going to bring me. I want you to know that they're going to put these thorns on my head. I want you to know that they're going to nail my hands to the cross. I want you to know that they're going to cross up my feet and they're going to drive a spike right through my ankles. Understand me. I want you to know that this is going to happen to your son. I want you to know that they're going to spit at me. I want you to know that they're going to laugh and poke at me. I want you to know that they're going to pierce me in my side. I want you to know that I got to drag that cross. I got to drag it all the way up that mountain. I want you to know that I'm going to have to go through this, but nevertheless, let your will be done. If this is what I gotta do, then I gotta do it. If this is what you're saying is a part of the assignment, then this is gonna be the assignment, because this is an uncomfortable type of come up. I'm experiencing an uncomfortable come up when you're growing and evolving in Christ and experiencing real life restoration. Is going to be uncomfortable. So Obiam is experiencing what it's like to have an uncomfortable type of come up. Haven't you heard, my Lord, what I did while Jezebel was unaliving the prophets of the Lord? I hid 100 of the Lord's prophets in 2 caves, 50 in each, and supplied them with food and water. So in other words, now he's like, wait a minute, can I get away from this assignment with what I already done? Yesterday's success is not today's success. What you done yesterday ain't got nothing to do with what's on today. You have to maintain your integrity. You have to work on this every day. This is not I did it on yesterday, so I'm not going to do it today. This is not I prayed on Wednesday, so I'm not praying on Friday. This is not I gave this and I gave that, and so now I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. No, this is something that you have to do every day. You have to maintain that integrity, maintain that same grit, that same grind, that same passion every day. Understand me, this is a brand new assignment. Right now, you're comparing apples to oranges. Right now, you're talking about something that ain't got nothing to do with what it is that I'm telling you to do, right? I'm not asking you about the 100 prophets that you got hid out in the cave. I'm not even asking you about the food and the water that you actually supplied for them. I'm asking you to go let your master know that Elisha is here, period, point blank. Understand me, I'm not worried about that. I'm glad that you done that. I'm grateful for the fact that you done that. That's absolutely amazing. Understand me, and I'm sure that the Lord is going to bless you real good for it. But go let your master know that Elisha is here. In other words, some of y'all like to lead with your resume. And I'm just telling you that don't work. Some of y'all like to lead with your resume. And I'm just showing you how that won't work. Don't nobody care about how your resume looking. How many of this and how many of that you, no. When you talking purpose work, we ain't talking resume. He's not asking him about what he was able to accomplish over there. He's talking about right now. A lot of y'all are placing your value and your worth on your resume, on the things that you accomplished. Real value, real worth, it's not based on your resume. It ain't got nothing to do with your accomplishments at all. There's an assignment, and the assignment has to be fulfilled. There's a job that has to be done. I need you to tell your master that Elisha is here. Are you going all the way, or are you stopping right where you are? And now you tell me, go to my master and say, Elisha is here. This is verse 13. He will unalive me. You ain't think he was going to unalive you when you put them 100 prophets inside of that cave? You don't think he's going to unalive you when he find out that they got food and water and their animals don't? That's one thing I ain't never understood about folks right there. How you 99 and a half won't do. 99 and a half won't do. You already in the water. You got to see it through. You already in the water. It's already happening in your life. You already got 100 of the Lord's prophets in a cave, 50 in each. You already supplied them with water. You've already, understand me, disobeyed everything that Jezebel has told you. You've already gone against the grain. If they find out that you did that, you still gonna lose your life. So why is this a problem right now? Elisha said, as the Lord Almighty lives, whom I serve, I surely present myself to Ahab today. So what I'm saying about that is you can't be a fake risk taker. He did what he did because he was able to play it safe, right? You can't play it safe right? You can't do just this because this is the safe thing to do. Like, oh yeah, I can do this, but then I ain't gonna go that far. No, once you in, you in. You have to decide what side that you're going to be on. You have to decide, are we locked in or not? Are we in covenant or not? Are we in partnership or not? You cannot sign a contract with somebody and then halfway through the contract, then decide that you're not going to fulfill the rest of your obligations. You're going straight to court. Understand me? You're going straight to court. Once the contract is signed, and this is what we're doing, we got to go all the way, baby. We have to go all the way. This right here is until the contract is all the way fulfilled, until it's already signed all the way out. You cannot start changing it up midways. And this is what he's learning right here in real time, right? And so now over in verse 15, and I'm stopping right here at verse 15, Elisha says to him, as he's going on his temper tantrum, as he's going on his long rant, as he's breaking down his whole entire resume and talking about all the things that he's done that were great things, that were things that we definitely appreciate. However, that's not what we're talking about in this moment, right? So then Elisha comes and he sums it all up and lets it be known to him right then and there. He says, Elisha says to him, he says, as long as the Lord Almighty lives, whom I serve, I will surely present myself to Ahab today. In other words, he's saying, you ain't got to worry about me not showing up. You ain't got to worry about me disappearing. You ain't got to worry about me dodging the smoke. You ain't got to worry about me not presenting myself as sure. Understand me, as the Lord, the God lives, the one that I serve, as he lived, oh, he gonna see about me today. If I was in the street, that's, he gonna see about me today. In other words, Elisha is telling the hey, send him the location. Drop the low, baby. Drop the low. Turn your GPS on. I'm sharing location. Hit the button that says pull up where I'm at. I'm right here where I'm at. I'm not moving nowhere. Understand that you ain't got to worry about it. You got the location. I ain't pulling no Houdini over here on him. Bring him to where I'm at. He got to Addy. Understand me? This is what he's letting them know. That means I'm ready to squabble. That means on site. That means that we're going to get the job done right here today. We're not pushing us off till tomorrow. We're not going to wait until next week. We're getting it done right now. Okay. We're going to get the job done, and we're getting the job done right now. He said, draw it up, coach. Listen, I'm trying to, I be having to listen, Mike, I have to make sure that they understand. You have to put the picture out there for them. You have to put the picture out there for them. He says, right now, today, right? So we pausing right there on 15. Elisha says, as the Lord Almighty lives, whom I serve, I will surely present myself to Ahab today. Pause. We'll be back on tomorrow. That's a word. Friends say, oh I'll see you tomorrow. All we know is it's a scheduled thing. This is, Elisha is out here to do work. Elisha is out here to do work. Why? Because you at work and you supposed to be going to work. We cannot be on live all day. We cannot be over here all day long. Y'all got to listen. I'm coming back tomorrow. I'm going to be back here tomorrow. And we're going to pick up right here tomorrow. Boy, y'all got to stop it. You know what I'm saying? I love me some y'all, man. Listen. Elisha is like, listen, hey. Tell them it's happening right here. We at verse 15. This is 1 Kings chapter 18. We went through 1 through 15 on today. We're going to pick up right here on tomorrow, right? We're picking up right here on tomorrow where Elisha lets it be known to Opium that, yes, man, hey, bring Ahab over here. We can link up and do this right now today. I ain't dodging no smoke. I ain't running from nobody. It's however he want to go about it. As surely as my God lives, the one that I serve, I'm right here. Understand me. Tell him I got the rock already placed on my shoulder. I got the line already drawn in the dirt. All he got to do is show up. That's it. That's all. He means business already. This is going to be scheduled. A scheduled takedown, a divine takedown is happening right here. Bring him on over here. So I love you guys so much, man. I want you guys to have a beautiful, beautiful day on today. Remember not to allow nothing or nobody rob you of your joy, rob you of your peace. Stay focused. Know that God has got you. If you feel like you don't got you, Just know the one that who do got you, and all you got to do is rest right there in that. That's it. That's all. There's no job. There's no mountain. There's no valley. There's no person. There's no giant that is bigger than the God, more powerful than the God that we serve. Understand that. Sit in that. Allow that to rest in your spirit. Double tapping on my screen real quick. We're going to go ahead and get into prayer. But if I blessed your soul, if I motivated you, if I inspired you, if I gave you what you needed on today, because I got to go back and watch today. I ain't gonna lie. A lot. Yeah, because we was outside for a whole hour before I actually got into this word right here. So I got to go see what I said at the beginning of this, because baby, before we got here, it was already a time being had. We was back on the big house. Tifa, we was at the big house again. I can't get away from the big house. I'm trying to get away from the big house, but the big house keep drawing me in. I keep finding myself at the big house every day. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I just want to tell y'all that I love y'all. I love y'all, man, and everybody that's participated in the March fast. Y'all do not forget today is raw day on today. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, eating your fruits and your nuts and your vegetables. Make sure y'all are locking in. Get your 10-minute of meditation out there in the sun on today. Do not skip past it. Work it. Work it the way that it was designed to be worked, and I guarantee you the best results. You get the best results out of anything when you work it the way that you are supposed to work it. Don't halfway do it and then think you're going to get the best results. That's not how this here works, right? Let's bow our heads in prayer. But if I blessed your soul, if I motivated you, inspired you, gave you correction or your confirmation on today, double tap on my screen and go ahead and send me some love while I pray for you. Father God, it's in the mighty name of Jesus that we do come in the humblest manner that we know how, God, thanking and praising you for this word that went forth on today. God, we pray that that word take root inside of our hearts and influence the change that each and every one of us need. God, we pray that you continue to guide our feet, our words, and our thoughts, that we will always be in alignment with your will. God, we pray that you correct the parts of us that need correction. God, we pray that you rebuild the parts of us that are broken. We pray that you restore the parts of us that need restoring, God. God, we just thank you for who and what you are in our life, God. In Jesus' name, we do pray. We give you honor and glory, God. And as we part from this place, we do not part from your presence. And we pray that everybody that encounter us on today, that they do not encounter us, but they encounter the God that is within us. In Jesus' name, we do pray, and we seal it with amen, amen, amen. Again, I pray that God is covering and protecting each and every one of you guys that are under the sound of my voice. I pray that as you move away from this live on today, that you're walking away full, baby. I pray that your jars are overflowing, you know what I'm saying, with joy, with peace, with love, understanding that God is love and that he's right there with you, right? So every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because there's no love like self-love, and you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. Of course, it's your favorite online motivational speaker, life coach, and evangelist. It is your girl, Street Poet. I love each and every one of you guys. And yes, my next stop is going to be Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida. I am on the way. I will be doing a candid conversation with Coach Stormy over there, opening up her awakening. I don't even know what year this is for her, because she's been doing this annually for years now, but I will be the guest over there on Candid Conversation, and that will be March the 27th in Miami, Florida. Yes, it's already sold out. However, you guys will be able to get the virtual link. So if you guys want to watch it live, like how y'all watching me right now, if y'all want to watch me give a word live over there on the awakening, that is available. The flyer is also up, so you could go and support me over there. That will be Friday, March the 27th. Friday, March the 27th, I will be opening up the awakening with Coach Stormy over there with Candid Conversation. And not only that, then Saturday, April the 25th, I will be in Chicago, Illinois. That's right, Chicago. Y'all asked for it. I am on the way to Chicago, man. You guys are going to start seeing the promotion and everything dropping for that here shortly. I will be in Chicago. So for everybody that's like, hey, come to the rack, I'm on my way to the rack. I'm on my way out there, man, and we're going to have us a time out there in Chicago. I'm super excited about that. I love you guys so much, man. I want you guys to have an amazing, amazing day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Y'all be good.